And welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everyone doing this morning? Um, I was gonna do a show last night, but I changed my mind. I was like, yo, let me get some sleep and do something in the morning. Um, I got a dope topic today. It's something to really think about. Um, Salute Spence. Shout out to Spence. Uh, so the topic is: will the white supremacy ever fix their community? And why why the why the tethers are helping? Why are the tethers helping helping to hide it? That's it. I gotta fix it. Give me a second. Why why are the tethers helping to hide it? All right. So yeah, that's something to think about. And when I say tethers, I'm talking about the coon immigrants. I'm not talking about, oh yeah, somebody who fled over here and who's on code. You know, excuse me. I don't think there's nothing wrong with leaving your country, but I think there is an issue when you leave your country and you try to tell somebody else to do with their country. So like I said, it comes with the territory. Those type of situations, and I didn't write no notes and stuff, so we're gonna talk for like an hour or 45 minutes, give and take. Then we're gonna jump right into the videos. If anybody want to jump on the panel and talk, definitely you can jump on the panel and talk. Um, I do want to say this. The if you haven't been getting notifications, I think you need to reset it. Like turn it off and turn it back on, and maybe you'll get it. So again, I apologize. Somebody called me yesterday. I didn't have my computer, so if I don't have my laptop, I can't connect with anybody, and it was so late last night. Excuse me. So yeah, just be aware that that's why I always say email me. If you email me, I'll get it and I can respond back. It might take me a while, but I'll respond. Give me a second, everyone. Let me see. Give me a second. Nope, nobody didn't respond. Yeah, so like I always tell people all the time, those type of things come with the territory. Best actor. Why are you talking about immigrants when in fact you are not even indigenous to America? How you figure best active? Do you know do you know what my lineage is? Or are you talking emotionally? I get it if you're talking emotionally. And like, you're just, and whatever I said triggered you. I get that. So like I said, what what made you what what did I say that made you get in your feelings? Is that better to say best active? That's I simplified it, you know. What did I say that made you get in your feelings? You know? And hold on. If I'm not indigenous to this land, where am I from? And if you say Africa, you're being kind of vague about that. Where in Africa? You know? And shout out to Best Actor, man. Even though he got into his feelings, he did his thing. He said what he wanted to say, and he stayed on business. So salute to you, man. But But yeah, like I was saying, everyone, like, did he respond? Let's see. Give me a second, everyone. I'm just trying to get shit popping right now. No, I'm not talking emotionally. It's just a fact that you you're not. You're supposed to put you're not lineage to the Americans. So where's my lineage come from? Best active. The thing about it, when you say certain things, you know I'm gonna ask you. So where is my lineage from? You know, Afro Kinky, only indigenous to Africa. That's not necessarily true. Cause if you go to Asia, there's Asians with kinky curly hair. You go to Europe, there wasn't nobody in Europe until the Moors came, and Moors blessed everybody with their technology. You know, are you a Pan African? If you're a Pan African, it's all right. You know, it's just I want to know who I'm talking to. You know, this is why I'm asking: are you a Pan African? What's going on, E Will? Salute, salute. You know, how was your weekend? I hope your weekend was great. You know, so so best act, be active. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I got yeah, I said best. Be active. The question is, Asian people have curly hair and kinky hair as well. People in Africa has it. Well, their shit is kind of different. Um, People in Europe had kinky curly hair, and we have found people in America, in North and South America, with kinky curly hair. Are you saying that they're all not from Africa? I mean, not from America, but they are not indigenous to Asia. What are you talking about? They're Asian. They just went through an ethnogenesis. That's why you got some like very very pure white Asians, and sometimes you got some Asians that are darker than black people with afros. So the question I'm asking is, how do you know? What make them not indigenous if they have Asian genetics? They got African genetics. Like you gotta understand, beat active. Everybody has African genetics. Don't forget, we are the first. The the African race or the Afro race is the first humans ever, and they migrated everywhere. So the question is, everybody has African genetics. So with your hold up, with your logic, can white people claim Africa since they got Afro genetics and DNA? You know, can a white man, a white European, claim Africa since they got African genetics and DNA? They just went through an ethnogenesis and a defect, probably a skin defect, probably. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, be active. The thing about it, you could be right, you could be wrong. We don't know. But at the end of the day, facts and the truth has came out. The truth has said that these people that we are calling black have been reclassified multiple times, especially in the 1800s. You know, shout out to Route Iron Pose 3AV 2H. Shout out to you, man. Oh yeah, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and also share if you want to help. If you want to donate to the platform, I'll put the information again back up there because I should have said it earlier. I was conversating with what's his name, Beat Active. Like I always tell people, I understand where Beat Active was coming from, but at the end of the day, he has to come with evidence. You can't just say everybody's from Africa. First of all, I'm saying we can't say everybody's from Africa because at the end of the day, everybody don't have the same privileges of Africa. You know, and this is why we always say stop saying we're African and we don't have the same privilege of Africans. And these Africans be telling us that we're not African. You know, they're telling us that we're not African. You know, so it's like I said, I get you active. Was it be active? But oh yeah, hold on, be active. Let me say one more other thing. If you don't have no money to donate, all I do need you to do is share. You know, share, share, share. Have more people come onto the platform. That'll be super dope for me. Thank you, and I appreciate everything. Um, so let's get back to be active. So be active. I don't believe you. I think whatever you're saying is a crock of piss. But at the end of the day, this show isn't only just about me. I still do gotta hear you out. Be active. You know, I'm not the. I could be the. I could be like all those other podcasters and say, "Oh, yo, you're wrong. You're wrong." Da 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 da. Block you. I'm not gonna block you. Makes no sense not to block you. This is a conversation we can talk about. The next question I'm gonna ask you: Why do you have a problem with me saying tether? Are you against and the thing the most genetics marker frontiers Americans which is that's not true. That's not true. And you know that's not true. Peaked active. You know? Because don't forget there were already other people over here. There was already other people over here. And before those red Indians that you have been talking about, the Slavics, there was already people over here. You know? Yes, but they wasn't over here first. The truth already came out about that beaked active. You know? I agree that they were over here with us, yes. But we can't say, oh yeah, they were over here too. That's like let me give you an example of what you just did. You're saying that the Slavic natives are Asian. Why aren't they saying that they're Asians? Why are they saying that they're Native American? Why are they saying that they're native to this land if they're Asian? That's the same thing that you doing. Oh, you're African. But we're saying we're native to this land. We're indigenous to this land. But in Asia, what you just said, an Asian, a Slavic, a native red is native to America, but blacks can't be native to America. Even though there was only 4% of Africans that came over to America. And we talked about the and be active. If you think I'm lying, we have talked about this. We have did episodes on this. We have did topic questions on this. People got mad at these topic questions. People got mad at these people that were talking. People got mad at the 19 Keys. People got mad at the Tariq Nasheeds, the Claude Andersons, the was it Professor Smalls, the Sarnettas. And Sarnetta is he's with commit. Let me read what this man's saying because it seems like he's about pollution. Yo, are you copying this stuff? It seems like you're copying this stuff off of like Google. It's all right if you are, but we took care of this conversation. There was even natives saying that there were black people on this land too. So like, what are you saying? They're lying too? Everybody's lying except Africans and white people. Like, come on, is be active. Where are you from? What is your nationality? Where's your ethnicity? You know. And like I said, you never answer this question. Are you a Pan African? There's nothing wrong with being Pan African. Even though I think your movement is dead and it's never coming back because I think the older generation killed Pan Africanism, but where are you from? You know? That's not true. Be active. That's not true. If there was already people here on this land, you're telling me an Asian person that is a red Asian that you consider a native Indian is indigenous to this land. You say he has Asian DNA, but a black person can't be indigenous to America? That doesn't make sense. You know? And plus, you're just taking all this shit off of Google. You're doing what Kwame does. Are you Kwame? Because you still not answering my question. I said, what is your nationality? Where are you from? Where's your family from? Like, we have to ask these questions now because at the end of the day, y'all, your people are very untrustworthy. I wouldn't even trust y'all to wash my motherfucking car. And I'm gonna be personally honest. You know, you do what's best for your tribe, not other people, not the black race, not the black culture. You're one of those type of people. A black person created it. You'll say it's the African ancestors that spread their love and all this other inventions. You be on that type of shit. I can tell, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's hilarious to me, and I like people on my show who does shit like that. You know, because let me tell you who you remind me of. You remind me of this guy Harold. Harold, he was a conspiracy theorist. One day he probably got tripped out and started wearing aluminum foil on his head, talking about they're reading my brain, they're reading my thoughts. This aluminum foil will bounce that shit off if you got. Should your hold on? That doesn't make sense. Be active. We don't want to. I'm asking you one question. Where are you from? Why are you so scared to tell me where you're from? Because let me tell you what you're scared of. I'm going to tell you you're not qualified to answer, talk about black Americans because at the end of the day, you're not black American. You're not a black American. No, this is Kwame. Everybody, this is Kwame. This is Kwame. Kwame just probably shift accounts. Um Kwame says that same shit. Kwame does the same thing. He takes shit off of Google that's not real and say, see, this is what it says. Like we have done this before. Kwame, when I say you need a rebrand, I didn't mean to change your name and still give the same talking points. You know? Those aren't facts, be active. Those are your opinions. Those are your opinions. First of all, you just took some random shit off of YouTube and you just gave it to us. I'm Puerto Rican, which means I'm American. Yeah, you're American by default. Yeah, you're American by default. You know? Because Puerto Ricans have their land and flee it all the time. America technically isn't your land. Y'all just became a territory. Hold on. Y'all not even the real Americans. Y'all are just in the territory of America. I'm just being personally honest. You're just an American out of default. That's it. You can't vote for you can't vote to for presidents. You can't really vote for our policies. You really can't do anything. You have to live in our country. So for you to even say that, you're not even a real indigenous Indian. You're not even indigenous to America. I mean to Puerto Rico. Let's personally be honest about that. Some of y'all motherfuckers came from Jamaica. We can talk about it. You already know, and the thing about it, you're Puerto Rican. You're not even qualified, my G. Y'all motherfucker can't even get clean water. Like we gotta be personally honest, man. Come on, you're comparing. I'm not trying to sound fucking mean, but like, come on, my dude. What's going on, Rando Double R? We got a new audience member too. Be active. He's from Puerto Rico. Shout out to him too, man, because you know it's a false. He's giving out false information, but at the end of the day, he's doing his thing. You know, Cherokee DNA only has 7% of. Oh yeah. So it's usually only 7%. Damn. Shout out to Hustle Network too. Salute to you. Salute to you. What's going on, DJ X1? You know. And the thing about it, I don't know that much about. I'm gonna say this too, just off the defense of be active. I don't even know what a halop group is. You know, I don't know if that's an ethnicity. I don't know if that's a like a lineage. We don't know what that is. You know, like you just said you're Slavic, then you started talking about halop groups and stuff like that. You know, and you just said Slavics came from Asia. Those are Asians. So why aren't they claiming Asia if they're from Asia? Like we're going on the same. Where's this is why I had to say. This is why I had to say like it kind of doesn't make no sense because at the end of the day, if you're telling these people are Asian, and you're saying that they're indigenous to North America. How is that possible if black people can't be indigenous to America? We are the parents group of fams and offspring since experience all to the African side and to prove this. Yeah, no worries. We know we know to prove it. Facts. Salute to Hustle Network. You know, yeah, man, you got your P's and Q's on point. Um, like like I said, I don't know nothing about that. Like I just I'm just to this day. Oh, oh, shout out to Rando. Yeah. Has been part of America since the 1898. No, y'all just became y'all became territory in the 90s. Y'all wasn't a territory when I was in elementary. You know, you're not. This is the thing. Y'all not a colony. You're not a state. You're just a territory. You're like Saint. You're like the Virgin Islands. You're like Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas. That's an American territory. You're not a state. You're a territory. It just means that America owns your country. That's all it means. You know. And like I said, I'm not shitting on your country. Puerto Ricans got some dope ass bitches, and some of those have some great pussy. But I'm just gotta be personally honest. You're a territory. We've been part of facts. Yeah, and that's just record. Yeah, you're right. Hustle Network. That's just record. Like you, the craziest thing too is like I never heard my grandparents ever say that we're African. Never. I have never heard my grandmother was like, "Yo, you're African." Never. None of my grandparents. They have never said we're. Oh, mute. I think you're mute. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, okay, okay. I'm back on. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Everyone, give me a second. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, unless they're only, yeah, it just like don't get me wrong. There were Puerto Ricans in America in the 1890s, but there was very little. Just like West Indians, they brought the West Indians over here to build a fucking bridge and go back home. Some of those people didn't go back home, like Cicely Tyson's family. You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, we can't lie. You know, this is my issue. Is the lies. We got to stop lying about history. You can't rewrite history. You know, they've been doing yo, you got to understand hold on, give me a second. I got to see what y'all writing. Uh my family always told me that we were Cherokee Indians. Facts. I do not do diligence to know who we are. Truth to power and never heard of either oral history. Facts. It's true, man. You know, and this is why I have an issue. I don't have a personal issue with you. Beat active, but at the end of the day, you're trying to tell somebody their history, and you don't know. You're not even qualified to do that. You know that's crazy. You know how crazy that sounds, man. I also have North American indigenous DNA. Yeah, I found out too. I same thing too. I found out. You know, now my auntie wants me to do history. I mean, she wants me to go back and find all these people. I was like, auntie, I'm gonna have to pay for that. That's too. I was like, I'm too busy to be even doing that. She's like, yo, our family goes back to the natives. I was like, how's that possible? Then I'm finding out I have family in fucking Alaska, and I don't even know how they got to fucking the South. This is why I say I have to do research. That's why when we always say, "Oh yeah," when you talk about people's hair and shit like that, and that shit don't mean anything, you know. Y'all are a territory. You're not a. I'm telling you, you're not really a part of America. You are a territory. There's nothing wrong with being a territory. Give me a second, everyone. Hold on, what is it? Hold on. I'm doing something real fast, everyone. Give me a second. One, two, three. Okay. Now just check my views, everyone. I'm gonna say this. Be active. I'm gonna say this. I can't tell you about your country. It's just y'all wasn't down in America like that. Y'all just started being in America in the 50s and 60s. Remember when all y'all Puerto Ricans was running around here calling yourself Germans with Nazi flags in New York, and the Irish had to tell you y'all were niggas too? Y'all was running around here with fucking Nazi flags, calling yourself Germans. So now the question is, why would I listen to you if your peoples was doing that? Yeah. And let me ask you a question. Be active. Since you're from Puerto Rico, wh- how did Puerto Ricans help like with their own country instead of just fleeing? You know, now you got to look at it. You're so active in into foundational Black Americans business. Y'all about to lose y'all country to white people, to white Europeans, and all you know what your country is gonna end up like Thailand. They're gonna be prostituting your women because you know why? You're so worried about black people. You're losing your country. Jamaica's losing their country. Jamaica's losing their country because they so worried about black people. They're fleeing. They're going to Europe. They're going to America. They should be staying in their country and fighting. Salute to those niggas who staying into their countries and fighting. Salute to those Puerto Ricans, those Boricuas, the real Puerto Ricans that stay in their countries and fight. Florida, which is the first and oldest territory in North America, which was founded by. Don't you? Wasn't that Seminole? Wasn't that Seminole territory? If I'm wrong, everybody, I thought Florida was Seminole territory. Seminoles was in there. I thought there was Seminoles in Florida, not Taínos. Thank you, Hustle Network. I thought Seminoles was there. That's why Florida State Seminole. They're not called Florida State Taino. They're called Florida State Seminoles. There's a guy named John Horse. John Horse was a Seminole and a black native. No, you was not part of no fucking. Is this Fat Joe? Yo, be active. Is this Fat Joe? Are y'all fucking with me, man? Be active. Are you Fat Joe? I think you're fucking with me now, man. Are you trolling me? If this is yo, this is great. I'm not gonna shit on you. I'm not gonna get mad. Yo, this is yo, get the fuck out of here. Is this Fat Joe? Yo, he gotta be kidding me. He said Puerto Ricans was part of the U.S. Revolutionary War, and this gotta be Fat Joe. Hey yo, be active. Are you from the Bronx? This is how we know if this is Fat Joe. This is why your caller Tether beat active. You're an American terror Tether actually. Thank you. Me too. This gotta be Fat Joe, everyone. I'm sorry, yo. Fat Joe is in the building. Shout out to Fat Joe, Joey Caps. Who are the times he was a guy? It's gotta be a fucking joke, man. This is Joey Caps, man. Jesus Christ. So, hey yo, Joey Caps, I gotta ask you a question. Was Florida ever a Spaniard colony? I'm just asking a question. Yo, this is very interesting. Was it a Spanish colony? Sorry. It has to be Fat Joe. This has have to be Fat Joe. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Fat Joe. This have to be Fat Joe. Oh shit. My nigga call you the pest. Oh shit. Oh shit. Be active. Yo, please subscribe to me. Come on my show and yo, this knowledge that you yo, it's a crock of shit. Some of it might be right. I don't know about the territory shit. I will say that. I don't really know about the territory shit. But I'm gonna say this. It was the first American colony. Spain. Hold on. Spaniard. You're not a Spaniard. Oh my God. Be active. You're not a Hispanic. You're just a nigga that could swim. And I'm gonna be personally honest with you. You're an African that can swim. That's all you are. You are a Latino bushmeat eater, man. That's all you are. Yo. Yo. No, this nigga did not try to code switch onto his white side. This nigga is crazy. Oh my. Yo, shout out to Beat Active, man. Yo, you're funny as fucked. Oh my God, yo, this nigga said, yo, it was a Spanish colony. This is why this, yo, this nigga's cooked. So I'm gonna ask you something. Beat Active, yo, you're super dope. Oh, I think you're dope, bro. Shout out to Randall. Shout out to DJ X1. Shout out to Hustle Network. I Hustle Network. I gotta get your channel. I want to look at your content. Definitely, I'll support. But we gotta get back to this nigga. Nigga, beat actor. What the fuck are you thinking? So since this was the first Spaniard colony, who was on that land? My nigga is crazy. Yeah, Rando Double R. I just said that. Yo, this gotta be Fat Joe. This nigga gotta be fat. Yo, be active. Are you from Bronx? I'm gonna tell you one thing about Bronx. Yo, they got some sexy ass women there, but them bitches come out of pocket. Them bitches come out of pocket. I gotta be personally honest. There were black people in Oklahoma before the Trail of Tears, and we have records to prove this. Facts. Excuse me, facts. You know, that's why I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's why I had to ask you. I was like, yo, was this a Florida? Did Spain have the territory of Florida? This is why I had to ask that because it just didn't make sense. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? Yo, shout out to all of y'all. Y'all be making me laugh, man. And this is the type of content I like. It's misinformation, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment. You know, I gotta say that, man. It's very entertaining, man. Like I said, I don't remember like I said, with Puerto Rico, I don't remember it being a fucking territory because none of these Puerto Ricans wasn't over here until the 50s or 60s. So you know, I'm not gonna say that they wasn't over here. There was a lot of people like Madam St. Clair, Stephanie St. Clair's. If y'all don't know who that is, that was the lady. She was a monster from was it I think from the Caribbean islands that helped with Harlem. Like we can give this girl credit because yes, she was an immigrant, but at the end of the day, she helped Black Americans. She helped foundational Black Americans. You know, she helped Black people get on. We can't say no. We can't really say all of this about most immigrants. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Since I say that, watch when I say that, all these fucking tethers, they're gonna jump on that shit because I said that. Oklahoma would have been the blackest state ever. FYI, 52. Facts. Facts. If they didn't airstrike it, yeah. But let me tell you what it is. Hustle Network, they were scared that that shit was gonna expand and spread like wildfire. Cause like I said, Black Americans are very, very smart. We know what we are doing. Like even now, we got niggas out here who barely could read, but they'll tell you they can teach you about money. They can show you all these fucking inventions and stuff. Some of these people don't know how to read until they go to jail, and like they're fucking brilliant before they even learned how to read. Um, you say you're Puerto Rican, but you're trying to claim Spain your territory. That shit is crazy. No, you're not Pollard. This nigga's crazy. No, bro, you're trying to claim your little Hispanic side, and it's all right. It's okay, man. Don't you? Yeah, yeah, you're Hispanic. Look at you saying low IQ. Yeah, you want to be a white boy. Are you a proud boy? Are you a proud boy? This nigga's crazy. Because it was a Spaniard colony, it's like saying that the British, because you was no, I'm saying that you have nothing to do with Florida. There was already people on in Florida before the Spaniard colony. I mean, before the Spaniard came and raped and brutalized and pillaged, tried to pillage everybody. Tried, and they got ran off their shit. That's the thing. If you really want to tell the whole story, tell the whole stories. They got ran out. They got ran out of Florida by real niggas. The John Horse in them. That's why they were called Seminoles. They were considered runaways. He said a skinhead Puerto Rican. This is why I had to bring up the history of the Germans. These niggas was really running around here talking about their Germans and doing all of this shit. Like, y'all niggas is crazy in Puerto Rico. Like, let me tell you something. The most gangster nigga in Puerto Rico, his eyebrows is way, yo, them niggas get their eyebrows done and them shits be way better than the bitches. Those are the dangerous ones in Puerto Rico. Those are the real dangerous. Those are the real gangsters in Puerto Rico. The niggas who got their eyebrows done and shit up. And yo, I don't even fuck with those type of niggas. I know how they get busy. But not all them niggas is like that. I gotta be personally honest. Those niggas, yeah. Them niggas be. That's why I always say I give a shout out to Puerto Rico and stuff like that, but don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. We can tell the truth here. We'll tell the truth. All Spanish. So that means it has something to do with Puerto Rico. Nigga, are you crazy? You gotta be fucking with me. He's fucking with me right now. So, okay, hold on. So, that's like saying, okay, since all that territory is your shit and you could claim it, do you claim Jamaica? I'm going by your logic, my nigga. So that means y'all fought in the Jamaican civil wars and the revolutionary wars and stuff with the black maroons and shit. You was in those wars too, right? The Puerto Ricans. I'm trolling now, my nigga. Yo, you started the shit. The shit sounds crazy, you know? There was Puerto Ricans. This is why I said, yo, this is why I said what I said about Puerto Rico and Jamaica. This is why I said what I said about Puerto Rico and Jamaica. I remember I said this 3 months ago. I said Puerto Ricans helped with reggae music. Because I knew they were going to try to tether off that shit. I'm just being personally honest. The shit sounds crazy. Sound like you're hitting that good batch of fentanyl. Nigga, are you serious, bro? Oh my God! Don't. The thing about I always tell people all the time. I advise you don't say the IQ thing because we know you're white or you want to be white. You know. I'm just being personally honest. Once you start talking about IQ and shit, we don't give a fuck about nobody's IQ. You can still be brilliant and have a low fucking IQ. I'm just being personally honest. I have seen niggas do shit with less, and the nigga probably can't even say four sentences to you. You know. That's why I said what I said, Hustle Network. This is why I said what I said. They were gonna tell over it sooner or later. I knew it. Oh my God, yo. Everybody give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Oh shit. My man. My phone, everybody. I had a lock on my door. Blacks aren't Native Americans. You can't be an African American and be. Uh, so that's like saying, Kwame, you can't be a Jamaican and an African too. This is revenue, man. Hey, revenue. I thought you was black. Be active. Facts. Hey, Kwame, let me ask you a question. If you're Jamaican, how are you African? You're from Jamaica. You can't be African. That's the logic that you use. Oh shit! Here we go. Yo, yo, my great great grandmother's Creole. She's Geechee. Bro, you gotta stop stealing everything. This gotta be Fat Joe, man. This had to. Hey, Kwame, is this Fat Joe beat Anthem? Since I think he's from New York. Oh yeah, Jamaicans don't like Africans anymore. They're actually fighting. Yeah, you're not a Taino tribe. You're from the you're from the Benjamin tribe, Kwame. Kwame's yo, everybody. Kwame's from the Benjamin tribe. He's not African. He's not Jamaican. He's from the Benjamin tribe. So, African Taino. All these tethers is just stealing from each. Yo, y'all are some thieves, bro. I never see. My man said Puerto Ricans are Creole. Are you serious? You know what Creole is? Yo, beat after. Do you know what Creole is? 90%. Yeah, y'all niggas is thieving. Yo, I never see so many thieves about. And shout out to Kwame, DJ X1, Beat Active. Shout out to, give me a second. Oh, Hustle Network. Yo. This- I never see so many thieves in my life. This shit is crazy. The Puerto Ricans are stealing from the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans are stealing from the Puerto Ricans. The Puerto Ricans are stealing from the blacks. The Puerto Ricans are stealing from the black natives. Puerto Ricans are stealing from the Spaniards. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Y'all niggas is some Latinos, bro. You're a Latino, my man. And shout out to you, my nigga, because, yo, you doing your thing, bro. Oh, shit. The fuck you say, Kwame? Kwame, no, you're not. You're from the tribe of Benjamin. You are an Hebrew Israelite. Now stop that shit, Kwame. Stop lying. We know what you are, Kwame. You are from the tribe of Benjamin. There is no such. Jamaican is a social construct. African is a social construct. Yo, we have North American indigenous DNA. Facts. We are not. Facts. We facts. Uh, yeah, my man's a Latino man. These tethers won't say anything. Yeah. My nigga's trying to be a conquistador. Let me see what you about to be now. Beat active. Oh shit, this shit is crazy. Yo, know who you sound like? Oh shit, yo, this just struck something in my head. My man's name? Crazy Legs. Yo, my man sound like Crazy Legs, bro. Uh, I did, and the thing about it, I did a reaction video to Crazy Legs lying on the Godfrey show. That shit was crazy, and Godfrey let him get away with it. Um, but I know what Godfrey was doing. I can't really come down on and pause on Godfrey like that, but you had to give some type of pushback. Yeah, anything that's against the Israelites, that's me. Oh, so y'all white supremacist, Kwame. Yo, white boy. Oh, okay. You know, you are what you are, Kwame. You know, Kwame's a white supremacist. One of those redneck white boys. He just said he's like, I'm against black people. I'm against the black Israelites. Yeah, man. Yo, be active. Yo, all this shit that you saying. You could talk about low IQ and all this other stuff, man. I'm looking at this as entertainment, man. I was so tired when I first got on here, but once you started talking, yo, and the thing about it, yo, you just started attacking me, talking about, oh yeah, you're not even indigenous to this land. Now I know why you said it. I know why you said it. The reason why you said that I wasn't indigenous to this land, because you think you have ownership to America. You know. Let me see. In support of American funds and supplies. How the fuck y'all send some funds and supplies and y'all country is broke as fuck? Like my nigga, y'all washing y'all yo, they got women washing their pussy in alligator water and shit, man, in Puerto Rico, man. What the fuck can you send to America that they need? And you act like you was helping us. You was helping the Spaniards. You was helping the oppressor, nigga. Are you serious? This is why I say, yo, you try to play like that you're a conquistador, my nigga. This is why I say, yo, you acting like a Hispanic. You're not acting like no Latino. You're not acting like no real Boricua. You're acting like a conquistador. Olay. You know, what the fuck, my nigga? That's why I say, yo, don't bring up that low IQ shit, man. You sound like a conquistador. You know? You sound like your land is in Europe. You know, that's why, like, you thought I was doing that to shit on you, my nigga, and I wasn't. I'll just tell you that because, nigga, it's crazy. It sounds crazy. You know, was also in the Battle of the Saint Juan. Yeah, I believe that because it's in Puerto Rico. Like, that shit, yo, be active. I could agree with that, that y'all was battling in Puerto Rico. I could agree with that. You know? Let me see what else is it. Then you talk about Baton Rouge and shit, Louisiana. You know who else claims that shit? The Haitians. This is why I say, yo, y'all just tether off of black people shit. You know? And it's cool. You could do it. It's just you look crazy. You know? Let me see. We are the parents. We are parent DNs. The science is proven in the rude awakening. Facts. That's true. He said Kwame is an ordinary Esau nigga. Kwame's from the tribe of Benjamin. Kwame's not Jamaican. He's from the tribe of Benjamin. And Shalom Kwame. Shalom. You know? Let's see. White supremacists use the Bible to enslave black people. What about Jamaicans? Didn't they use the Bible, or was that Catholics? I think the Catholics, enslaved y'all. You know how the Catholics do too, Kwame. That's why they were fucking y'all too in Jamaica, man, because it was Catholic. It was run by Catholics and stuff. Don't forget, y'all was at one time some of y'all people were Spanish territory, Spaniard territory. You know, and I don't know which one was fucking you. Probably both of them. You know, they were fucking your ancestors, Kwame, and it's like you just got sold out by what's his name? By the Black Maroons. The Black Maroons sold you out just so they could have a better life, man. It's fucked up, man. It was all a fucked up situation. You know, let me see. Mobile Puerto Rico was also the site of the Battle of St. Juan, in which Puerto Ricans and Spanish tourists. So you think you are a conquistador? Okay. Just how you write, be active. It's cool. I don't give a fuck if you're a conquistador, man. So you're a white man. You're not even a real Puerto Rican. You're a white man. You want to be Hispanic. You know. You're the type of conquistadors that call your brethrens Latinos spics. Yeah, those type of people. I get it, and it's fucked up. And I'm gonna tell you that that's fucked up. What you do to the Latinos, be active. I'm gonna point my finger at you. I'm gonna point my KFC fried chicken eating finger at you because at the end of the day, that's fucked up that you think you're Germans and all this Spaniard type of conquistador bullshit. And you can't even stay on code with your own people in Puerto Rico. How the fuck are you claiming Puerto Rico and you think you are a conquistador? Like my nigga, are you serious? Like this is. Let me ask you a question. Is this why you came to America? You came to America so you could fit in with the white people, the white supremacists. Because you do have white supremacist talking points. And by all means, do it. It's all right. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to be like, oh, yo, that's wrong, yada, yada, yada. Nah, nigga, that's who you are. But let's finish reading this because I'm about to jump on these 4 videos that I do have. We are the parents of the. Yeah, I read that. Read that one. The person that always calls somebody else low IQ is always. is the one who is really the low IQ. Yep, that's true. That's true. Shout out to DJ X1. That was a good point of view right there. Uh, sure, Kwame, them niggas was fucking you, my nigga. Those popes were fucking you, fucking your ancestors. Nigga, that was Jamaica at the time. It was Epstein Island. You know, fuck you getting mad for? Nigga, you don't know all the crazy shit they were doing to us, man. They were doing crazy shit to us too. You know, like the thing about it is, like even when y'all got your independence, y'all still couldn't get it popping. You know, y'all still was fleeing and shit like that. That's crazy, man. You know, hmm, Kwame, what the fuck are you talking about? Not under Christian rules to Kwame, what the fuck are you? Stop, Kwame. Stop copying and pasting shit. Write in your words, man. This shit be crazy what you be writing, man. Puerto Rican coochie smells like. Shout out to Rando Double R. Yo, I had some good Puerto Rican coochie before, man. It was this girl. She was like 4'7", man. You know, I met her like probably like 20 years ago and stuff like that. And I went and like I think I told y'all the story, man. This was when I was selling weed, man. I was selling a lot of weed, man. I didn't even have to work, man. That's how much weed I was selling. Um, it was crazy too because every time she came over here, she used to buy weed off of me, you know. And I love this girl too. She had some good coochie too, 4'7" and stuff like that. You know, she loved me and everything. She did anything for me, you know. I forgot what happened. She just tired of me being inconsistent, probably. You know, it's always like that. But she had some good coochie, man. She had family in like Chicago and stuff. I think her pops lived in Chicago, and she was a some type of nurse, RN or some shit like that. She was a cool chick. But she was short as fuck, man. I used to hit that shit off the wall. And I remember when she had her little bit of weight on her and stuff. You know me, I like them chubby women, man. Them chubby women be having some good coochie and stuff like that, you know. Um, yeah, she had some good coochie. Hold on, give me a second, everyone. You know, she had some bomb pussy. I was like, woof. I used to come in that like 3, 4 times a day, man. Fuck that, man. You know, 3, 4 times a day. You know, just nothing in her. Boom, 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 shooting up the club and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's some. Yo, there's some. Who's it? The Curse of Ham. The Curse of Ham is a book. But Kwame, you're not a Hamanite. You're not from East Africa. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck? Like I know you look like fucking. You know, what's the nigga off of the Goonies? You know, I forgot the dude's name. The dude with the fucked up face and stuff. He like Baby Ruth. That dude. Like I know you look like that nigga, but don't mean you're East African. Like, come on, my nigga. You gotta stop doing that. To say can his brother. Excuse me. This is. He's still talking that Hebrew. I mean, he's still talking Hebrew Israelite. And talking about crazy legs, aka hip hop. That nigga's not hip hop. Let me tell you something, yo. Be active. Cause you put some cardboard on the floor for somebody else, don't mean you're a part of hip hop, my nigga. Cause you was cleaning somebody else's Adidas and shit, and washing niggas' clothes and shit, and taking pictures, don't mean that you created hip hop. What the fuck did Crazy Legs create? This nigga trying to say, oh yeah, it was the merengue and shit. All that shit came from James Brown and funk music. Like y'all haven't created anything. Y'all contribute a lot. You contribute. Crazy Legs contribute, but he wasn't hip hop. He didn't create hip hop. He didn't create anything. We already had it. This nigga start talking about the merengues and the bongos and shit. Are you serious, my nigga? Niggas is nuts out here, man. It's cool. Shout out to Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans and all Bajans. Y'all niggas didn't create anything, man. Y'all stealing from niggas from the South. That's the crazy part about it. Y'all niggas in New York is stealing from niggas from the South. Like niggas from South Carolina. Like, yo, that's nuts. You know? Like, look at what's his name? Your boy DJ Herc. Jamaican. This nigga had a cosplay of being black because yo, niggas wasn't feeling the Jamaican music. He has said that dozens of times. We had yo, be active. We had a show on that. Who created hip hop? I think this is where I met Kwame or Revenue, whatever he or Shabaka, whatever he want to call himself. But we're saying Kwame, yo, them niggas didn't create any. Oh, what about DJ Hurt? DJ Hurt was cosplaying of being a black man. There was people before him. Then when I asked y'all, did y'all watch the Tariq Nasheed documentary just to, basically, yo, so y'all can critique them and say, yeah, this is wrong. This is who really created it and stuff. None of y'all niggas watched it. Y'all so butthurt of what Tariq Nasheed and the elders said about hip hop. You can't get mad at Tariq Nasheed for having these, putting a platform out here for people to tell the fucking truth. Like, come on, you can't do that. Like, this is sad right now. Yo, y'all going out sad, man. Like, look at, yo, and this is why, and you know what? Be actor, I'm glad you're on here. And the reason why I'm glad you're on here, hold on. For how long, be active? How long you in Puerto Rico for? You use your country as a fucking getaway and a vacation, my nigga. You use your country for a fucking freak fest. Other than that, you don't give a fuck about your country. You coming right back into America and say, yo, I'll be back in a few months, nigga. Come on. Let's not do that. Don't associate me with any book that uses justification to enslave my people. Well, technically, your people did enslave people, Kwame. And you are from the tribe of Benjamin, so don't get that fucked up. Hip hop was created by. No, it wasn't created in the Bronx, man. It was created down south, bro. Yo, how you? This is the thievery that we talking. We know in New York it's called respect to jokes, but we're not gonna have you steal our culture anymore. Y'all notorious for stealing. Y'all motherfuckers can't. Let me tell you something. After hip hop, y'all can't even create another genre. So how the fuck did y'all create hip hop? Black people created all the genres. Y'all Puerto Ricans are stealing from the Jamaicans. Reggaeton, nigga. And you talk about you created hip hop? Let's see what the reggae people from reggae are stealing from. What are those old beats that they were using? Why were they dressing the way that they were dressing? Why were they all dressing like each other? They stole that from the doo-wop era. It's just we gotta be personally honest. You know? We already been through that act of. Hold on a second. No, 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 no. You can't disrespect DJ Hollywood like that. Y'all wasn't a part of us. Remember, it was Moreno music. Let me tell you something. If you go on my X, I have a video of even your Lord and Savior, Crazy Legs, saying that, oh, yo, we didn't create it, but we contribute a lot. Because when after that, Star Terrain said, no, 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 out of all due respect, that's not the truth, Crazy Legs. And Crazy Legs, but we all did it together after it was already created. This is what Crazy Legs was saying. Crazy Legs lied. I'm the one that broadcasted that shit, saying like, "Yo, Crazy Legs is lying about that." We have old videos saying that, yo, they call it Moreno music. They didn't call it, oh, our music. It was Puerto Rican music. It was, no, y'all was calling it Moreno music. What is Moreno? Now, if let's see if Be Active will be honest about this. What is Moreno music? He can't name one. This is what I'm talking about. You can't do this is what he can't he can't help himself. Hustle Network. This is why I said, yo, these tethers is helping the white on white, trying to help hide the white on white crime. You just see that this man. Thank you. Be active. Because let me tell you why. The topic question that we're getting into is, give me a second. I forgot my own title. Jesus Christ. Damn, y'all got me lit out here. Will the white supremacy ever fix the community? I mean, fix their community, and why are the tethers are helping to hide it? Why are they helping to hide this stuff? Facts. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Oh yeah. It's all right. And the thing about it, it's all right if y'all reinvented stuff. It's all right if y'all got reggaeton. Reggaeton is dope. Not, I don't like reggaeton, but the shit's dope. I think it. Let me tell you, and the reason why I'm saying it's dope because y'all created some shit that fits your culture. Hip hop doesn't fit Puerto Rican culture. It doesn't fit Puerto Rican culture. Hip hop doesn't fit Puerto Rican culture. That's why y'all got reggaeton. Y'all got your own music. Y'all got your own dances. Y'all niggas is lit out here. Oh yeah, facts. Hustle Network. It's just like I said. They can't help themselves to stop lying. Like y'all don't gotta lie. Just tell the truth. Like yo, we contribute. You know, y'all gotta give us credit for contributing. I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah, we gotta give you a lot of credit to the Jamaicans and the Puerto Ricans for contributing. But other than that, we. Yeah. Mm, no, in the '60s, buddy, not that one. And you didn't hear what I said. I said you got to give credit to DJ Hollywood, but he didn't create anything. He didn't really create anything. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, yo, I want you to do this. Be active. I want you to watch my old videos of what we when we were talking about this. The videos that we watch. Instead of even your boy Cologne. Cologne got caught lying. Cologne saying that, oh yo, there were groups. Then we was telling Cologne to show the evidence. Oh yo, I gotta look for it. Then after that, he got mad at black people and said like, yo, I don't gotta prove anything. Like my nigga, you the one who said it. Like this is the stuff that we're talking about, you know? This is what we're talking about. In the 1970s, but you gotta understand too, hip hop started in the 60s. You're talking about some shit that happened in the 70s and it started in the 60s. Hold on, was it the 60s? Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. I will do this after. Hold on. But yeah, it's just this is what I'm trying to say. You're trying to get credit for people who wasn't even fuck. Don't forget, y'all Puerto Ricans wasn't even fucking with black people like that. Like, let's personally be honest. Y'all niggas wasn't even fucking with black people like that. All of a sudden, when black people have some shit, this is why I'm showing you, like, yo, you ain't no better than the white supremacists. You just showing shit just to say, oh, yo, this is what this Puerto Rican did. This is what that Puerto Rican did. Y'all niggas didn't do shit. They DJ'd, but you got to look at what did they create? What did they create? They contribute. All you just showed us is people who contribute. So be active. What did they contribute? I mean, what did they invent? These are all people who contribute. He's still not answering the question. This is how hot he is right now. Like DJ Hurt, he contributed because he was cosplaying of being somebody who he was cosplaying being a black American. He wasn't cosplaying being a Jamaican. Like, let's personally be honest about that. And your peoples, let's be personally honest. Puerto Ricans, they contribute of being black. They didn't play no Puerto Rican music. The closest thing that y'all probably have to Puerto Rican music is probably Apache. That's it, my nigga. That's it. And that's native. Let's personally be honest. That's native. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, but DJ Rudy Poo. He's still telling people that contribute. He's getting everybody that contribute. This is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. These are all people who contribute. That's the only time, and I gotta be personally honest too, be active. This is the only time y'all really want to fuck with black people is when y'all could benefit off of something. Once you say, oh, I was there, I was like, yeah, that's Fat Joe. Watch. That's Joey Caps. If he said I was there, that's Joey Caps. You gotta stop lying, Joey Caps. This nigga said everybody that contribute. These are all people who contribute, man. These are all people that contribute. And shout out to the people who contribute, but at the end of the day, I gotta say this before we even start. Like and subscribe and comment in the live chat and also share. I mean, comment. Yeah. And subscribe. Sorry, and subscribe. And if look up oh yeah. It's true. Oh yeah. Cause let's answer this question. Yo, be active. Let's ask this question. When your people rap in Spanish, why don't they rhyme? When they rap in Spanish, why don't they rhyme? They barely rhyme. Like I tell you, I like certain like Spanish music. What's that dude named El Maya? That nigga's lit. That nigga be talking mad provocative. But, can you answer the question? That's a vague question because there was a lot of creators. There's Cornbread, who's a graffiti artist. You got James Brown. You got the Funkadelics and the Paramounts. You got a whole bunch of... This is why I say it's a vague question. But at the end of the day, we know there was no Puerto Ricans that really wasn't doing anything in those times. Like, those components came from the South. When James Brown was doing all those break dances and stuff and doing all that stuff, flipping and shit, where you think you got that shit from? You think you got that shit from the merengue and shit like that? Yeah, He said El Mayo. No, there's this guy named El Maya. Yeah, that man's L. I like him. My boy got me onto this Dominican dude. Got me onto that dude. He's lit. Shout out to El Mayor. But yeah, it's just like there's no components that came from like fucking DJ Herc. What Jamaican shit that we do? What toasting? Nobody don't do that toasting shit. Like niggas been doing. Let me tell you something. The shit that they say that's toasting, niggas was already doing. Niggas has already been doing all that graffiti, the breakdancing, all those elements, those shits came from the South. Those were Southerners. They got videos in the 1930s of people flipping and doing the fucking breakdancing. Like, come on, can we not lie? Like, be active. You're making your people look bad out here. You're making your people look super, super bad out here. And you're making your people look like white supremacists. You know? They're only black when it benefits them. That's how you're making your people look like. And I'm being personally honest. You know? That's why I said it's very a vague and it's a vague question answer because there's a lot of people that contribute to it, but it was all black culture. There's no Puerto Rican culture in that shit. Like, let's personally be honest. Yeah, you got reggaeton. You and the Jamaicans got reggaeton. But let me tell you what it is, Hustle. They want to be a part of they want to be a part of greatness. But this is where I was explaining. This is why I remember when I was like the title was saying, why is Tethers hiding there, basically hiding all this white on white crime, and they use these talking points that like be active do, like IQ and shit. They're hiding it because they want to fit in with white people. They want to fit in with the white supremacists. This is why this nigga was talking about Spaniards, the conquistadors. He's not talking about his own people. He's not talking about Puerto Ricans. He was talking about conquistadors. And this shit's sad. You give more. Let me tell you why it's sad. Be active. You're giving more credit to your oppressors than to your own people. I'm being personally honest, and it's sad, man. Like, I could tell you that you got hate for your people. Those are creators. Those are creators, yes. No, those are creators. If I start spray painting everywhere and doing this, and that, then the next person did that over there. I invented that because at the end of the day, nobody wasn't doing it before they seen me doing it. If you see niggas break dancing and they bring that shit up all the way to New York and stuff, and niggas add a little bit more into it, that guy who was doing it down south is the creator of it. It's like, let me give you an example. The banjo. It was created by Africa, but black people basically made it dope. They wasn't doing nothing with no banjo or no guitar or the drums. They wasn't doing nothing with it. But when black people got hands of it, they were putting their own swagger onto it. None of y'all niggas didn't put no swagger onto it. You talking about we did it together. Y'all talking that French shit. Like we. We didn't do shit together. You niggas was calling us Cocolos. Y'all niggas was calling us Morenos. Don't do that Moreno shit. Don't do that Cocolo shit. You had rebels from the Puerto Rican community. Absolutely. You had rebels. But we're not going to sit here and say, the whole majority was fucking with us. No. The fuck out of here. We ain't going to lie. Come on. Why are you... It's Fat Joe. I think it's Fat Joe Hustle Network. I really do. Once he said, I'm telling you, once he says I was there, I'm gonna like, yeah. And James Brown is a creator. You got to say he's a creator because everything that he was doing, niggas was doing. How you trying to swagger jack the nigga? James Brown is one of the creators. We have to say that. We might not like it because first he's black. Second of all, it's nigga. Everybody was doing what he was doing. Niggas flipping, doing the splits and shit, doing the the shake, the dances and stuff like that. Where you think? Where you think that shit came from? Dun, dun, dun. You know, just James Brown. James Brown. He was getting lit. The hardest working man in America. You know. Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's not a creative player. It's all right. It is all right. Them niggas. Then let me tell you, this is the sad part. You named two people, two different years. This is how we know you're a liar. This is how we know you're a liar. You're a white supremacist. This is why I say thank you. Thank you. Give me a second, everyone.
Slow down, Mr. White, sir. You're not going to just bomb a whole bunch of lame troll comments. Now let's temple your
You
material.
got hold on, everybody. Hey, yo, shout out to Be Active because he got us into hip hop, man. He got us talking about hip hop. Shout out to all y'all. Hustle Network, Rando, DJ X1, Beat Active. Shout out to Rando. Shout out to I'm gonna name a few more before I go. I said DJ X1, I said Rando. That's all I got for right now. But shout out to all y'all if I forgot if I didn't name y'all. Oh, Spence, DJ X1, Rando, Beat Active. Oh yeah, your port, yeah. He's one of those black Hispanics, I can tell. Oh, E Will. That's who I forgot. Shout out to E Will.
Let's work your material out. Let's get some good material. Now give me some of your best trolling. Let's go. Here we go. Come on, son.
You are the modern day.
Okay. Let's slow down. Don't get too accusatory. All right, slow down. Because you white supremacists are very lame with your trolling. Now I'm the modern day what?
You
What
are
am
the
I?
modern day mental show.
Oh,
What do you
sir.
have to say about that?
Well, that's just you projecting some of your white supremacist mindset.
I don't think it is. I think it's quite accurate of who you are,
Stop it.
indicative of exactly your character.
Now, why are you upset? Now, what upsets you about what I do, sir?
You're an entertainer. How upset can I be at you?
But
Like,
you're
really?
so mad. Listen, why you're so mad? You're very upset right now. I clearly have you mad. So what have I said to make you so upset, sir?
You grab for straws that aren't even there. You
For
make
example,
bullshit out of thin air.
for
There's
example,
enough reason to hate you in 2 points, Tariq.
for
You're a
example. Okay,
terrible leader.
okay. First, I'm not a leader of anybody. When have I ever said I'm a leader?
I'm sure I could get my oofties to pull up where in chat you said that.
They would be lying because I have never, ever, 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 ever said I'm a leader.
Proclaimed to be a leader of any movement.
Never. I don't have a movement. I don't have an organization, and I'm not the leader of anything. I've never ever said that.
Shalom,
Most
shalom.
people in here can testify that I
How's
have never
everything,
said that.
OC?
Okay? No, no, slow down, slow down. Don't tap out. In fact, I tell people I'm not a leader. I've always said I'm not the leader of anything. The code is the leadership. So, so what exactly are you upset about? Do you get mad because I call out white supremacy? Is that it?
I guess I'm mad because you talk about the code and then you're not on code as a black man.
He's projecting everyone. Let's get him.
Think about your feelings, sir. This is why you're so mad. A lot of you white supremacists, you can't even articulate what straight with mindset, and that's the thing that has you upset, doesn't it?
Freak, you're an entertainer. My buck is not being.
Third, so that's going to be there. We're going to showcase them.
What would your solution generally be?
Well, the thing is, well, white supremacy is a global system. See, I don't regulate it just to America. I don't say, well, America is racist. White supremacy dominates every aspect of this planet. The whole planet is dominated by
Hey,
systematic
yo.
white supremacy.
You know what? The next topic I want to do, and this is tomorrow. I'm sorry to cut y'all off. Is white supremacy a global? Wait, hold on. What did he just say?
Regulated just to America.
Would you say we should go back to Europe? What would your solution generally be?
Hold on.
Well, the thing is, well, white supremacy is a global system. See, I don't regulate it.
Is white supremacy a global system? That's the next topic question that we will talk about tomorrow. Is white supremacy a global system? We're gonna do that tomorrow morning. So yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. And the reason why, because I think we need to talk about that. Put James is not. What do you mean? I just answered. I gave you two, man. Here we go. Yo, be active. Just say you don't like. Just say you don't like my. Don't lie. Just say you don't like my answers. Just say you don't like my answers. You know.
Just to America. I don't say, well, America is racist. White supremacy dominates every aspect of this planet. The whole planet is dominated by systematic white supremacy. So the solution is to replace that system with a system of justice, guaranteeing that people are not going to be mistreated systematically based on race. And those who need the most constructive help will get the most constructive help regardless of race. We now have a system where the people who are classified as white will be taken care of to a certain degree. They will get certain benefits and set asides to a certain degree. And there's a glass floor that they will generally not be collectively allowed to fall under. Whereas the rest of the planet is all hell be damned. So we have to replace that system with a just system. We have enough resources. We have enough people who can do the right thing. The people in the dominant white society, they've decided in order for them to survive because of their low numbers, they have to systematically dominate everybody. And you don't have to do that. And we have to figure out how we're going to produce
Facts.
justice because we cannot have a global apartheid system because the system is going to fall anyway.
I
If
agree.
you know what I'm saying? So the
No,
white
I totally
supremacy,
understand. Yeah, I do like I do agree that like I think that yeah, obviously whites are like what 7% of the world.
yeah,
Yeah, like
very low
vast
number.
majority of the capital in the world is owned by white people, right? You look at like industries in Africa. I mean, all these companies, these minings organizations are all owned by usually like French people or whatever. But you say like we have the resources to do so, and I would more or less agree. I think that I think it should be just in the way that the global system is ran. But you say we have the resources to do this. Well, what would be the steps that we as a society, globally can take to reach this point where we could dismantle such a system so that the world is more just for all people, white,
All,
black, yellow, like.
man, all you have to do is just don't practice the white supremacy. When you see, for example, we see a situation now where Daniel Perry choked a black man, an innocent black man, in broad daylight, and there's millions of white supremacists supporting him. Don't support that. Produce justice. And the problem is the white people who don't believe in white supremacy, unfortunately, they don't seem to be as powerful as the ones who are believing in white supremacy. That's why the white people who fight against the Zimmermans and the white people who fight
Mhm.
against the Kyle Rittenhouses, they don't seem to be winning against these people. But the ones who support the Rittenhouses and the Daniel Perrys and protect these people, they seem to have a whole troop of people who's down. So it seems like the white supremacists are outnumbering the non-white supremacists. So that's a problem. So
Be active. It's all right. Yo, we caught you in a whole bunch of lies today, man. Like it's crazy. Like honestly, be active. Yo, you lie a lot. Where are you from? I know you. I know you. Probably vacationing in Puerto Rico right now. But where do you live at? Do you live in New York? You sound like a New York type of nigga. You know. You talking about the Bronx and all of this and that, yada yada yada. No, it blows my mind because only time you wanted to claim black culture is when it was benefit. When it's beneficial. Y'all used to call it Moreno music. Y'all called it Cocolo music. Ain't Cocolo a derogatory term for black people? Like, where am I getting this information from? Be active. Like, come on. Even your boy, what's his name? Whose father was a immigrant? What's his name? Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar even told you, he was like, "Yo, Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans didn't have nothing to do with hip hop. They just contribute. That's it. All you did was contribute. All those people that you named contribute. They didn't invent anything. How you trying to take something that somebody already invented? This is why I say you have a Spaniard mentality. You're not even a Latino, my man. You're a Spaniard. You're a conquistador. You're a wannabe conquistador, my man. Like, come on, man. Like, we can't do that in live. Like, you really try to take the works of black natives, Seminoles, and said the Puerto Ricans was there and helped fight that war. Like, how crazy does that shit sound, man? Like, y'all niggas wasn't fucking with black people. Y'all wasn't fucking with black people like that in the 50s and the 60s. Damn near in the 70s. And hold on. And according to my audience, if y'all was so, kumbaya, why was the Bloods created in New York? Why was the Bloods created in New York if there's this kumbaya? This is why I say y'all niggas is lying. You're a liar. Like, be active. Like I said, I respect your opinion. But my nigga, you're a liar. You're a fucking liar, man. You lie just like a rug, man. So, and it's bad.
So y'all need to start letting us know who the white supremacists are. Y'all need to let us know. If you're not a white supremacist, let us know.
And like, I know, yeah, I'm going backwards to forwards with this, but this is what I'm showing you right now. And what's his name? Be Active is showing you is that we can't trust him. This is why he hides the ignorance and the savagery of the white supremacists in these communities. Be Active is a part of that problem. He's really a part of that problem. First of all, I don't even think he considers himself a Latino. I think he personally feels in his heart that he's a Spaniard. And if he goes to Spain and tell them niggas that he's a Puerto Rican, they'll spit on him. People from Spain don't like Latinos. They think y'all are niggers. I'm gonna be personally honest. They think y'all are niggers. They're not gonna treat you like you're a European. And I'm not doing this to say, oh, well, trying to be funny, ha ha, got your moment. No, this is how these niggas really feel about y'all. This is how these white racist fucking devils feel about you in Spain. And them motherfuckers got black blood. They got Moorish blood. But they will never tell you that. They will never tell you that they got Moorish blood. But that's why they don't like y'all. But at the end of the day, you kiss the ass of them. If that motherfucker pissed on that toilet seat, you will lick that shit up just so you can feel like you got some type of whiteness. And we got to stop that shit. We got to stop that shit. Y'all, not we, I'm sorry. Let me stop using French. Y'all got to stop that shit. Y'all should have been, let me tell you something. Instead of trying to be Germans, y'all should have tried to be united with us in our neighborhood, in our communities. We're the ones who gave you those communities. We was the ones that fought for y'all to come over here in that community. Nigga, I just named two, man. Stop. Just say, yo, I don't like your answer. This is why we can't trust you. Again, this is why, again, I'm going to tell you, we're going backwards to forwards. This is why we cannot trust Tethers. This is why they're the problems. This man think he's a white man. He got this man. This man named all. I mean all the contribute people who contribute that were Latinos in hip hop, but can't tell me one thing that they created. He can't say one thing that they created.
What's going on behind closed doors, so
Listen,
that we
watch.
can help dismantle this thing and produce justice and do the right thing, right?
Yeah, but like to what extent can I, like someone like let's say me, right? Um, I'm not necessarily supporting Daniel Perry. Um, I don't think what he did was right. I don't think killing anyone in any situation like that is justifiable. But would you say it's good for someone like me to like what picket, go out to like Black Lives Matter marches, get on my knees, and like hold up a fist,
No, see, no.
like because I
I don't.
think that's
No,
very. I think you and I agree that's like super performative, and that's
it
also
is
and
because
probably
what the
contributes
thing
to that.
is. Okay, hold on. Because what's interesting, you'll see a bunch of white people out there protesting, but those white people are never in the grand jury. That's the thing that kills me.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there's a jury, they there's 100 white people out there with hands up, don't shoot shirts and all that, but they can't get 13 of y'all in that jury pool. All of a sudden, the jury pool is full of white supremacists. So that
Mm-hmm.
means the white people out there protesting, they have the same views as the white supremacists. They're just out there performing. So I don't like that performative bullshit. I
Be
don't give a
active.
damn
This
about
is
nobody out
you.
there marching, because they will march and then go right back into a courtroom and protect a white cop who harmed a black person. So I want to see what you do behind closed doors. I want to see what you do when you get.
I'm gonna say this too. Hold on, everyone, because I'm a. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one thing. Give me a second. Watch this video. It's a 10-minute video.
I think Busta Rhymes even kind of like agreed to it that there's been others that could be credited as the originators of hip hop outside of us. Right. You have been one of the people most vocal and having a opposing, standpoint on that. Please elaborate.
Yeah, man. Look, hip hop right now. This is the 50th anniversary.
Salute.
Right. Salute to the game, man. And it's going.
He'll
to
give
the
you your
Olympics
answer.
next year. So there's about to be a big corporate push for hip hop. They have to make it a positive because it's a positive now.
It is.
When hip hop was negative, nobody was claiming it, dude. When it was negative, it's them blacks. Them blacks are vandalizing with graffiti. Them blacks are spinning on the ground. Them blacks are messing up those records, scratching. Them blacks are rapping gibberish. Everything was negative. Now that we fought through it, we made it a global powerhouse. Now motherfuckers want to come out here and start claiming stuff. Wow. And we're saying, no. When it was black, y'all in the negative, it was all on us. We've struggled as foundational black Americans, and some immigrant blacks too.
Of course.
We fought and damn near went to jail and damn near died for hip hop, man. Going back to Sugar Hill Records, Sylvia and Joe Robinson, man, they were under like federal investigation with that record company. Eazy-E.
Just based on being black and
successful. Right, just black and successful, man. Jay Prince, they were under federal investigation. Eazy-E, the feds were watching them. Greg Mack and K-Day, the first hip-hop radio station out here. 1580. Greg Mack told me the feds used to go up there asking about Easy and Ice-T and snooping around asking about the artists. Death Row, who you were doing some stuff with, man. You know what.
Shout out to Suge, free Suge.
Yeah, shout out to Suge, the stuff. And Suge, we got to give Suge credit because Suge changed the game.
Yeah,
he stopped a lot of them white execs from fucking over people. Yes. We got to give him his props on that.
Salute.
Right. But we saw how black people, Luther Campbell, they were trying to put brothers in jail.
Shout out to Uncle Lou.
Yeah. They were trying to put Public Enemy in jail.
Do you remember when they used to do the pile of CDs and had the
demolition?
Yeah, and all that,
Right, they were trying to they did put Tupac in jail.
yeah.
They did. See Dolores Tucker, you had her, she was with the white supremacists pushing her out there, trying to lock folks up because of their lyrics. So that was all black when we were dealing with that negativity. When we fought through it and made it possible so that everybody can make records, everybody can have freedom of speech. Now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and say they claim that they created the shit with us. No, that's disrespectful. You didn't create anything. You came later. You were the first students. Accept that student status.
Buster, you too black not to tap into that message, bro. We love everybody. Fat Joe, I know y'all got a multicultural.
Shout out to Fat Joe. He's on the live right now, bugging out.
Somebody can walk in out and say, this is our wife.
Right.
Remember, she loves us. We both was there. I mean, it's that deep to me. These are our children.
Right. And Buster was like, well, yeah, hip hop came from Jamaica. Y'all got it from us, which is completely not true.
Break bread.
Yeah, they used that lie because of Kool Herc. Kool Herc, who was one of the godfathers of hip hop, he had some parties in the Bronx, and there were other b-boy breakbeat parties going on, but he had more popular breakbeat parties. He just coincidentally happened to be Jamaican. Nobody even knew he was Jamaican. He didn't bring anything culturally Jamaican over here. And they tried to use his Jamaican status to say, well, he brought over the sound system. He brought over toasting, which became rapping. None of that shit is true. That's just not true. So that's why we have a movie called Microphone Check.
I
where we
told
got
you.
a lot of the early pioneers.
That was the next thing on my list. Microphone check, break bread. So what is microphone check based upon? How far we are along in the development, and have we gotten too far for me to be included?
No, well, okay. See,
Technically, Kwame, you're not from New York either. You're from Jamaica. Remember your anchor baby?
now Spider was going to be weird. First of all, we were going to do a West Coast hip hop documentary. Spider knows it. Spider, he was going to be in it because I was
About 2-3 years in development.
Right, right. Because I was calling you like, hey, man, we're going to be filming in about a month. But then this whole Fat Joe shit and all of that Buster shit start popping off. That started popping off. And I said, we got to take care of the New York stuff first. Because, that story is getting convoluted. So let's get that story together first.
Motivated by voices like Buster having an alternative perspective. You say, like, we got to.
Oh, yeah, Reverend.
Well, what I wanted to
That's
do.
considered the Mecca.
Shalom, Kwame. Shalom. Kwame from the tribe of Benjamin.
It is, but I wanted to get the real pioneers who were there in the 70s,
Correct.
right in the beginning of it. And I got most of them. I got Melly Mel, Coke LaRock, Shyrock, the first female MC, the first hip hop MC, the first guy who rhymed over records, DJ Hollywood.
Are they all FBA?
Almost all of them are FBA. Red Alert is in the movie, but he's from Antigua. He's Caribbean, but all the other ones are FBA.
So you were not biased. His
no,
influence
right.
included.
I get Red Alert.
Even if I was surprised to find out, oh, you're included too. Come on.
Yeah. Red Alert is
Salute that integrity in the project. Go ahead, yeah.
And I welcome Puerto Rican cats. I'm like, give me some Puerto Rican pioneers. I want Crazy Legs and all of these people.
See, when you say crazy legs, this is my concept on the
Benjaminite.
overall.
Yeah, he
It
is a
seems like the
Benjaminite.
debate has turned about who has originated rap.
Right.
And made it popular and made it what it is. And then it seems like there's a difference between the concept of rap and hip hop, because hip hop consists of elements
Right.
outside of rapping.
Right.
And when you say a name like Crazy Legs, I don't think of a rapper.
Right.
I think somebody who might have been breakdancing.
Breakdancer, yeah.
Yeah. Then you have other people. When I think about my earliest education, as far as a visual on that culture, was breaking in Beat Street. I remember Ramon, Spit. So I know they had a presence somewhere, but it wasn't. None of them was on the mic.
Right.
They was doing graffiti. They was dancing. But from far as I can remember, it was always one of us standing on the mic trying to keep a rhythm on a beat and rhyme and be entertaining. Even from the black and white clips you see of people you never heard of doing the little razzmatazz shit, it's always been us.
Right. And see, all of the elements of hip hop came from foundational Black American culture.
All of them.
All of them, every single one. Graffiti came out of Philly, and I had the first graffiti artist in the movie, a dude named Cornbread. He's the first person to do graffiti as a work of art in urban areas. That was the first guy. It ended up going to New York. We had Cool DJ D, that was a brother who brought the sound systems over into the Bronx, coming from Brooklyn, because people in Brooklyn going into the late 60s, they were mobile DJs and they had sound systems. We were rapping on records. You go to the 1920s, you got black folks rhyming on records, And what rap is basically, you're atonally rhyming over a beat, meaning you're not committing to a note. You know what I'm saying? So you're rhyming, but you're not doing it to a note.
You can drag your vocal.
Uh, Be active. Does that answer your question? You got somebody from Antigua to help. Like, come on, my nigga. I just wanted to show you that. Be active. He might be a little bit quiet right now, man, but
Doing?
I'm good, beloved. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Just a couple things. First and foremost, I want to just let you know that how much I appreciate you. My son, he's 6. He noticed how much I listen to you, and I always listen to your just different things.
yo, everybody, you see that? That's that bacalao explaining right now. My man's bacalao explaining right now. He's reaching now. Look at it. He's reaching. He's desperate. He's desperate like these white supremacists out here.
That you have going on, but he said, "Who is that, mom?" And I said, "This is my teacher. This is my teacher." Like but he paid from.
Oh, wow. Stereotype that we're accusing you of being. My wife's dad.
Aren't you a hypocrite?
Big time appreciation for that, brother. Let's get the one.
Tariq,
Yes, sir.
why do you hate the tether so much?
What should I like the Tethers?
Aren't you a hypocrite?
Why so? How am I a hypocrite?
Since your wife is half tether, your father-in-law is Haitian,
Okay, which ain't true, but I mean, telling
which is true.
lies. Well, telling lies. My wife.
Your wife is half Asian.
No, she's not. And being a lying tether is what we are talking about. You're a lying tether.
I have proof that your wife is
Nigga,
half
reach.
Haitian.
Be active. BA's reaching right now.
I'll DM you.
No. Prove it.
I have to show it to you.
Prove it. Prove it. Because you tethers are posting a picture of a dude who's not my wife's dad. So is that your proof? A random picture of a dude who's not my wife's dad? That's your proof? Come on, the one.
You muted me.
I haven't touched the mute button. You're not muted. So you came in here being a lying. We delineate, right? You're a perfect example of why we should delineate. You're just in here lying like a tether, sir. What we gonna do with a lying tether? The one. Well, he bounced. I didn't get him out of here.
Yeah,
You
gotta
realize
lie,
his
man.
trolling and lying is falling flat.
We've been listening to BA lie all day. Lie
Don't
for
come
that
in and
almost
be the
2 hours.
stereotype that we're accusing you of being. All right?
That man been lying for 2 hours already.
Being a lying tether. And lying tethers sit around lying to each other, circulating the same lies.
Reach it again. Go on, reach.
That's why you fail in your homeland, sir. They'll sit around lying to each other all the time. Lying and scamming each other till there's nothing else to scam.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat, and also subscribe. Subscribe. Shout out to the new audience member, Be Active. He's a liar, but he's very entertaining. I will say that he is very entertaining. Shout out to you. I hope you come back on here in the future and subscribe as well. Salute to you.
Patrick, hop in, Patrick.
I just saw the title talking about ads.
Also, shout out to Hustle Network too. I don't know if you was on here before, but I remember you now. So shout out to you. Thank you. You got great information, and definitely you're lit out here right now. You're lit.
That just came in. But I was going to say I really appreciate the way he takes a stand against immigration by taking all the illegal immigrants who come across the border into a state and shipping them not to South America, but further into America to stick it to the liberals. Because that's what a true American does. He takes all the illegal immigrants and he sends them on a bus, so they roll
Now, what
halfway
do you
through
think?
America.
Now, what do you think about him pardoning white supremacists?
I haven't heard anything about that, but I just really admire the way he rolls on immigration. You know what I mean, Tariq? It wouldn't surprise me if he did so.
All right, get up out of here. You're not gonna play dumb. You notice how these white supremacists like to play dumb? Have y'all noticed that? A lot of these white supremacists talking about the Greg Abbott, because you can't deny that the guy is a white supremacist. You can't deny that. There's
Facts,
proof
OC.
of
That
this guy, his
delineation
anti-black
is a
racism.
motherfucker
The
towards
guy's a
them.
racist prick. So it's kind of hard to defend him, and it's really kind of hard to defend Abbott. So notice they come in playing dumb. Well, I like Abbott and his immigration policies, but I don't know. He pardoned somebody? I didn't know. Oh, God. He did? What's that about? I got to look more into it.
Sure, not to OC.
You're not going to play dumb. The white supremacists are geniuses until it comes to talk about white supremacy. Then they're the dumbest people.
Be active. I just played that video for you, man. And you still acting crazy, man. Come on, man. Don't do
People
that.
in the room all
Don't
of a
do me
sudden.
like
Now
that.
they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing all of a sudden. That's a con game. Now, I like Dr. Davinsky because he stands on white supremacist business. Let's get him in here. I like a white supremacist who stands on white supremacy. You ain't gonna back down and play dumb. He don't play dumb. He stands up loud and proud for white
Hell
supremacy.
yeah.
Dr. Davinsky.
Salam alaikum, Tariq. How we doing today?
Good. So how do you feel about your fellow white supremacists pardoning another white supremacist? How do you feel about that?
So I don't know anything about that, but I know that you've spoken to a couple of my.
You playing dumb too? Okay, you are playing dumb. Oh Lord, even you play when you play dumb, that means you white supremacists they ain't got no excuse for Abbott.
You've spoken to a couple of my colleagues, Bulldog and Blend. Can you unblock
that man's
Blend?
reaching. Go
No,
on.
Bland is a
BA, look
time-wasting
at
troll.
reach.
All right?
Reach.
He's
Your
just
guy.
here to waste time. He's not saying anything constructive. So he
Well,
will
he
not.
is
He will.
Dominican.
No. I don't give a damn. He's not gonna get back up here to waste anybody's time. And Bulldog
BA's just
sat here
reaching.
lying,
Go on,
talking
BA.
about
Keep
some
on
black
reaching.
slave owners in Atlanta in the 1600s. Some shit that don't make no sense. So you better get your white supremacist brethren to stop lying so much. How about that?
Yo, this is what this line. I'm gonna be personally honest. This is what this line turned into with these white supremacists. Like, come on, man. Like we've been we've been warning these white supremacists about their savagery ways and the whole 9 yards. And they don't listen. Oh no, you're just jealous and yada yada yada. You're just lazy and all this other stuff. And we're seeing crazy shit right now. We're listening to a known white supremacist make up excuses.
Got a quick talk.
Will you at least stipulate with me that California is an extremely diverse state?
It's run by white supremacy, sir.
It's run by an idiot. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, it's run by white supremacy. White supremacy.
But it is a diverse state, and the illegals are being put in priority over all the people from California.
No, they're not. They're not. Those illegals are being utilized by the white supremacists in charge for cheap labor. So the white supremacists are still running the yard, sir. That's the reality. Alpha, where are you in Texas? Where you at? What state you're in?
Southern California, man, right around the area of Palm Springs.
Okay, yeah, you're out here with me. So yeah, you know how it is out here, man. Y'all run the yard out there in Palm Springs. That's real nice out there. Y'all running it out there, man. So it is what it is. But thank you. All right, I don't want to hear white supremacist babble. All right, yeah, of course they're gonna sit there and co-sign that. Them giving a pardon to a white supremacist talking about self-defense. That's the thing. I want black people to understand some of the unwritten rules of white supremacy. One rule is anything suspected white supremacist does to a black person or a black adjacent person, meaning somebody defending a black person, it's always considered self-defense. No matter what, even if they attack somebody. If you attack somebody black, it's still self-defense if they defend themselves. Just like the white girl Kaylee out there in Missouri who attacked the black girl and the black girl defended herself and now the black girl's in jail. You did. The black girl defended herself, but she's in jail. Okay. The white supremacists don't do that self-defense thing when it's black people. We can never defend ourselves from white supremacist attacks. George Zimmerman had a gun against an unarmed black child and killed an unarmed black child, chased an unarmed black child down who was minding his business, and these white supremacists said, "Yep, self-defense."
Mm-hmm.
So we got to understand that self-defense thing. The white supremacist self-defense means the white supremacists have a green light to go do premeditated attacks on any black person they choose to do so with. You see, this is why it's important for us to say, hey, enough of that. We're going to have to get a crime bill going on here. Enough of that. Yeah? Enough of that. Or we defend ourselves by all means, by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? It's best to be judged by a jury of 12, then carried by a group of 6, as they say. Let's get, who was this? Deadbeat Man? All right. Let's get Deadbeat Man in the building. Deadbeat Man?
Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, Deadbeat? That's a hell of a name. Man.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but I want that. So, I have bought 2 tickets to the New Orleans movie,
Okay.
but it was sent to a deactivated email, and I tried to look up the email from my school, and I couldn't find it. But I got the order number and everything, and I'm going to New Orleans next week to watch the movie with you, with the family and everything.
Now be active. You know that's not true because you knew he debated Cologne, your buddy Dr. Cologne. And Dr. Cologne tried to lie and he pulled out evidence and people told him that wasn't true. And that's the last time we seen of him. And he even tried to manipulate the movie, the documentary. So yeah.
So I just want to know.
All right. Let's get Nick in here. Let's Nick Red Cloud. Nick Red Cloud. What's up, Nick? Nick Red Cloud. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Tyreek?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
But hey, be active. Can you do me a favor? Can we stay on topic right now? We can do a topic question on this sometime this week, all right? We could talk about that sometime this week.
All right. I got a goofy question, man.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in aliens? Space aliens?
Good question. Good question. You know what? I think there is intelligent life out there. The universe is too thing, sir. Your family probably wasn't even over here in the 1800s. Like Mexican accent, dude. I can hear it. Hey, we get the mother tongue. Your mother's the first person to teach you how to talk. Your mother's Mexican, so you got her accent. You got her accent, my nigga.
Well, basically, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have 3 half brothers. They're half though.
They have. Did she have those babies by Mexican dudes?
No, it was only my dad. I'm the only child on my mom's.
Oh, okay. So your dad. So did your dad have multiple babies by Hispanic women?
One white, then the other one was black and white. Yeah,
Black.
yeah.
Oh, one white, one black and white, and then one Hispanic, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your dad was kind of coonish. Your dad was
Lord.
white women. He's chasing white women and Mexicans.
Yeah, now he settled down with a good woman. She was from HBCU, so he settled down. I guess
so
he was traumatized. They done traumatized him.
So your dad got him a black woman now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. After he done had all these mixed babies all over the place. All right, Pop. And you're a Trump supporter, which is cool, because I don't like the Democrats at all.
Yeah, Democrats, never.
Yes, indeed. But now, if Trump get in office, some of your family members on your mama's side can't come over. And how you gonna feel about that?
Nah, they ain't.
Facts,
That's not true.
will.
That's a myth. That's a myth.
What's the myth?
They ain't getting deported like that unless you did a felony. You get deported by ICE.
I ain't saying they gonna get deported, but they just gonna slow some of your cousins down,
Oh
brother.
nah, they don't come over here. They stay over there. They're mostly over here anyways. So
Okay, all right, there it is, my man. All right, Cam. Well, thank you so much, man, and Feliz Navidad,
all
brother.
right, peace.
He don't even like his own people.
Hey, yeah, he
Hey
act like we
yo,
can't hear his.
be active. That guy remind me of you, cause you don't like your own people. You say you're Puerto Rican. I don't think you like Puerto Ricans. So yeah, I don't think you like Puerto Ricans, and I will say this: you can get credit for this. Um, y'all gave us one of the greatest rappers of all time, Big Pun. I think Big Pun, if he would have had a longer career, he would have been one of the greatest of all times. We would be talking about him now. I will say that be active. And when you hear something crazy, I thought Big Pun was Dominican. He reminds me of a Dominican, you know? I'm gonna be personally honest. Big Pun reminds me of a Dominican. He don't give me no Puerto Rican vibes. I'm gonna be personally honest. So I will say that for you, I just need you to hold your information because I'm gonna do a topic question on that. I need all of y'all to hold y'all information because we'll go back. We'll push the time back. I mean, we'll go back in time and we'll talk about this topic question. How about that? We can all agree to that, but I will say that I thought Big Pun was Dominican when I first seen him. You know, but back onto this question right here. But this is the part that we do need to talk about where this man right here, he don't even like his own people. He don't give a fuck if his people get sent back. You know? And I see an issue with that because at the end of the day, I think even if you don't fuck with black people, stay on code with your own people. And just tell black people you don't fuck with them. Just off the rip. You know? That it just means you just gotta hold your own nuts. You know?
Mexican accent, nigga. We hear it. Yeah, don't do me like that, Tyreek. Don't. I said, where you from Mexico? Don't do me like that, Tyreek. Don't do me like that. All right, where's your mom from? Mexico. Nigga. Okay. What the hell are you talking about? Lord. Let's get Tyler William. I'm good. I'm good. What? No, I need you to speak up, my friend. Speak up, please. I need you to talk a little louder
Okay.
because your phone is. There you
Damn,
go.
what
Your
the
phone is
fuck?
a little faint. But
Yeah.
what's on your mind?
Man, I got a happy ending and the bitch had fake tits.
The fuck?
Okay. So he went to T.S. Giselle's house. Okay, look, we don't want to hear that.
Oh
Okay,
no!
brother, if you want to call in with customer service complaints about T.S. Giselle, let me get T.S. Giselle on the line. T.S. Giselle, one of your customers is not satisfied. T.S. Giselle, T.S. Giselle, somebody wants a refund. Hop on.
Fan me off. I'm hot, hot, hot. Like, put me up in jail like Coco Chanel. First of all,
All
hold
right.
on. First of all, sweetie, first of all, sweetie, while you were on here running your mouth, I was running to the bank cashing Trump checks. Donald Trump.
Yes, like that man who
Okay?
just called. You just cashed
Period,
his check.
sis.
Yes,
Like,
he wants his money
why are
back.
the girls.
He didn't get.
Hold on, Tariq. Let me.
He said he got a hand job
Let
and you
me.
use Crisco oil.
Let me get my moment. Why
Okay.
are the girls pressed over the TS, honey?
The thing about these type of conversations, yo, these would be so yo. These type of conversations be mad interesting because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers is just funny. Yo, T.S. Joe is mad funny. Like this nigga Tariq, she be roasting her and stuff like that. He be roasting her, but at the end of the day, she be shitting on niggas. Like, yo, it be bad. Yo, there was one episode I was watching. What is it? Let's do this type. No, we could. I'm gonna think of a topic question for everything. It'll be in between the middle. I'm gonna make that topic question and we all answer it. And like I said, like look at me. I listened to what you're saying. Even though I think it was a. I think it's a crock of shit that you be saying, but at the end of the day, I still have to respect your opinion. You know, like if you believe that, that's what you believe. I'm not gonna be like, nah, my nigga, this nigga's cooked. This nigga, let's judge the crazy nigga. You know. Give me a second, everyone. All right. How about this? We'll do this video right here. Hold on. I think this will
Listen,
be it
like
because
Little
this is an
Kim
hour
said,
and a
if I were
half. So
you,
we'll
I would
do
hate
this
me too,
video and we'll
sweetie.
call it a day.
Ow. Period, sis.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed. But I'm just saying, you got to give good customer service. You can't have your customers call up complaining. Your customer said there was a bussy stain on the sheets when he got there, and he gave you 1 star on Yelp. So come on, you got to get some better Yelp reviews
Oh no.
for
Oh,
your.
oh no. Oh no. But oh no, sweetie. Honey. Oh no, honey. The TS. Okay. 5 star. Okay. You want some
All
receipts?
right, what's on TS? What's on your mind? Come on,
I
what's on
mean,
your mind?
actually, I was just gonna like relax and chill, but I had to come up here and chat. Like, you're not gonna come for the TS, honey. Like, you could never on your best day. Um,
Well, I don't know why people. Why do people come for you, TS? Why are they
I mean,
coming
why
for you?
wouldn't they, Tariq? Like, it's giving every girl's dream, every man's fantasy. Why wouldn't they? Um,
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't.
know. I
So
don't know, but
I'm on a serious note. I don't know, Tariq. It's actually kind of you. I mean, I don't understand, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to continue to progress and be fabulous.
yes, indeed.
Um,
Yes, indeed. And I'm glad you're man enough to handle it. That's the great thing
now,
about
Tariq,
it.
now you know I don't
What?
tolerate that
What? What?
because
What is that? What
that's
is that?
not what you give me. So let's
Oh,
not.
okay.
But you
And
know that you don't misgender me. So
oh Lord, Miss. Oh, that's
you
right. That's right.
don't.
I can't
You know
misgender
that you don't
you.
misgender me. So don't try and act funny
There you
because
go.
all you have to do is check your comments on YouTube. The girls are obsessed with the TS. They like the Tariq and TS hour. I'm still waiting for
Oh
you to
Lord.
put me in Bucci Bear or whatever it's called.
Oh Lord. Lord. Well, there's already a cartoon about you already. It's called Bullwinkle about a big old moose. But that's what it is, and that's what we'll
Like I
leave it
told you,
there.
it's very much giving camel toe. Okay,
Oh God,
pink
no,
pussy.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
period.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm grossed out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh Lord. Anywho, Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Pray for it, Lord. Pray for it. Let's get some more people in here. Lord. Okay, let's get Baby Moore in here. We're gonna get Baby Moore in the building. And then we'll get let me see. Foreign. We'll get foreign. Either Baby Moore or foreign.
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
What's up, Baby Moore?
Yeah, man. Hey, I second that. Please do not bring that down. Will the Beast back on?
Oh shit.
Man.
Oh
Oh
God, Lord.
TS Giselle Hotel smell like somebody cooking a batch of collard greens and chitlins.
Oh God. Then TS is trying to get back on. No, TS. No, we've had enough. Foreign, hop on, foreign.
Big up the whole island massive, you know. Me fuck Batman, me not fuck Batman. I understand, so TH Giselle, go back in your blood clique here, wretched woman.
There it is. There it is.
There to
How are
what?
you, dear?
There to what?
Now, I assume you're from Jamaica, ma'am.
You bumbleclot no, me are from Bronx, New York.
There you go. Now what's your name? Is it Foreign? Am I pronouncing your name right, dear?
Foreign good pussy girl.
Okay, Foreign big pussy gal. All right. Well,
Yeah,
that pussy.
good.
Okay, if it's good, that's what's up, man. That's what's happening. I hope you just, don't have it smelling like jerk chicken and bammy. But other than that, everything is good.
What you
Thank you so
eat? Chilling. You hear that?
much. Okay, Lord. Okay, why everybody calling talking about their pussy? I don't want to hear that. I don't. Yeah, this Giselle is talking about pussy. This woman is talking about pussy. Good Lord, what's going on? All right, let's get Madam Naya Boki, and I hope she don't talk about hers. Lord, it's because y'all don't sound sexy when y'all talking about your pussy. It would be different if y'all were sexy. You know, it sounds very grotesque. Madam, hop on, man.
Hey, I'm just gonna be really quick. I just wanted to talk about a lot of FBAs who claim that they hate immigrants, and which isn't it?
Like who?
This isn't it.
Like 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 who, ma'am? Who hates immigrants?
Anyway, I just want to post proof on the jumbotron of FBA members slamming immigrants on the timeline. We have Sir Major, who was in my DMs maybe 2 weeks ago, but I'll be posting everything on the jumbotron if you like me to.
No, slow down, ma'am. Now, why are people hating on immigrants? Why do you think people are hating?
I don't really care if they're hating on immigrants or not, but I just think it's funny when we do have conversations and immigrants are nice on the space and we get slandered or disrespected. You know, the trolls and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but we don't do that here. We don't do that in this
exactly, I know you
space.
don't do it in this space, but I was just
Right.
making sure you know that you do have FBA members who do slander immigrants.
What's an FBA member? What's an FBA member?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
sounds
talking about
crazy.
people who have FBA death row on their profile picture.
I don't even know what that's about.
Oh,
And I
okay.
don't know what a.
Then never mind then.
Okay, yeah. There's no group called FBA where you have members. Either you're born a foundation of Black American or you're not. You understand that, right, ma'am? Okay. All right. Let's just making that clear. All right, but hopefully you'll find some peace in some of these rooms with some of the people you talk to.
Facts.
Okay.
Like me.
All right. Thank you so much, beloved.
Like me, you come on my show and stuff like that. As long as you stay on code with your people, show respect, you should be fine. Don't do what Kwame does. Kwame gets slandered. Like right now, Kwame's still in Atlanta right now. You know, he just I hope he didn't elope yet, but Kwame's about to get married. Hey yo, Kwame, where you getting married at? I heard you was getting married in Las Vegas. You and your boyfriend. You know, shout out to you.
Well, yeah, there's no members. I don't know about no members. Yeah, there's no group. There's no. I don't know what group you guys are talking about. Let's get First Dem News in here.
What's up, Flex?
What's up, family? How are you?
Good, brother. I wanted to throw this out there real quick because you brought it out. Maybe amplify it. So when we was talking about Bill Cosby and the Me Too and lifting the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
What if we turn that around, right? A lot of reparations lawsuits got thrown out for statutes of limitations. They could pass laws lifting the statute of limitations so we can sue for reparations.
Right. Now that's interesting. That's interesting. We'd have to get some people to look at the legalities of that, but that's something that we could look into. Let's get Diza in here, and then we'll get THB Drilly, Dizza, and Drilly. Whoever's up first, hop on.
Yo, what up, Flex?
What's up, Dizza?
Hey man, chilling. Much love, and thank you for holding the expo, man. It was a wonderful event. Thank you so much for holding that down. I had two questions. Can you are you gonna bring back the Mac Lessons DVD? Because I really love that Mac Lessons DVD. And then could you do maybe a top 10 Mac Lessons episodes? Because manhood, being a man is, to some of these brothers on this app, is just foreign, dude. So you got like a lot of good game in some of the Mac Lessons episodes. So might need to bring that back, homie.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. And you know what? I'm thinking about doing a documentary about Mac Lessons because a lot of folks to this day talk about the Mac Lessons days, and a lot of the younger cats might not know about it. Some of the younger people who are kind of new to these spaces, some of y'all don't know how thorough and how revolutionary the Mac Lessons show was. This was something I did almost 20 years ago. I started Mac Lessons Radio almost 20 years ago, family. in 2006. I did the first episode of Mac Lessons in 2006. This was when podcasting wasn't really popping like that.
All right. I got something real special for you. This will be the last one. This was a lot of mumbo jumbling.
He's black. Zero. No evidence. They just say he's Jamaican, but what the hell kind of Jamaican? That man is never identified as black. And not really Kamala either. They keep trying to blacken up her background and have her with greens and hot sauce and all that shit. No.
Which I agree is the same thing with Obama, right? Obama's biracial and they still labeled him as black because he's ethnic.
Not before, like I'm.
Wake Up. Let's get Wake Up.
Hi, how are you? No, I was just gonna chime in. I think the guy's name in the movie was like Kirkland, but I just don't know what would the psyop be for. Like, I'm all about conspiracy theories, but like, have you been hearing what people's reasoning is for why it would be a psyop?
I don't know. He got hit. He got hit.
Yeah, no, he did. Like, and again, it's for me, it doesn't matter if you like him or you don't. I just think that like the celebrating of it is just like I don't know. It's just like, because to me, then who like that makes me think no one would care about my life then, you know? So I think kids that grew up during that COVID era, that were in like a really high and important socialization time period, say they were in like middle school or elementary school, I think that younger generation is going to be a problem. If you see some of the polls that came out, like they have no problem with killing someone that they don't agree with. They think it's justified. And I'm very worried actually about, I see my cousins, the way they act. They're just like ruthless. They just don't, they're so antisocial and it's very scary. So,
but the thing is, Charlie, I think a lot of people have been somewhat celebratory about him, getting hit because he had the celebratory disposition whenever black folks got hit. So a lot of people are like, okay, you're getting the same kind of energy you gave out. So I think that's about.
I will have to agree to disagree. I didn't see him as like a hateful person. I think he said things that were pretty outlandish and crazy, but I just didn't see him as someone that would like cause like real harm to people. Like I think he had his opinions that were, whatever.
I'm gonna say this.
The whole civil rights thing, whatever people want to think about that.
I don't even remember her saying that she was Jamaican. I heard her saying that she was Hindu. She talked about her mother's culture a lot. But you never really hear her talk about her father's culture. I personally don't think her father was or black. I think her father was a Hindu as well. I think he was an Indian Jamaican. So yeah, it just one thing about it. Those places like Jamaica, you got to be careful of because they're not talking about they're Jamaican from Africa. They could be like a Jamaican that's Chinese. Don't forget. Kwame always jokes around talking about, I'm the Boston Tyson Bedford, but Tyson Bedford has Asian in his blood. He's half Asian, but he's Jamaican. Tyrese always said he's black first. He's black. He always brings up like most people didn't even know he was Jamaican, and was part of the Shower Posse. But the thing about it is just the Shower Posse was doing what black people was doing back in the days when like the shit ain't for you and you're like, yo, just go do what you're doing over here. Don't worry about this over here. Or go in the house. Some shit's about to pop off. It's not saying that, Tyson Bedford wasn't getting it bussing. He probably popped his gun. They used to call him Two Gun Tommy, I think, or Two Gun Tyson or some shit. Yeah. He's in a Barty man for sure. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Tyson Bedford, man, he was a Jamaican. He always said that he was black, but he always said that, but my family is Jamaican. Like he didn't lie about it, And shout out to Tyson Bedford, because you know why? When he became the first black lead in modeling, he didn't say, I'm the first Jamaican. He said, I'm the first black. He always said I was black first before he was Jamaican. And shout out for him because of that, because you know what? I will say this. If there was a lot of immigrants that were doing
Mm-hmm.
what Tyson Bedford was doing, saying, I am Jamaican, but I'm black, and using first black this, first black that. I don't think we would have I'm talking about if a good majority of immigrants did that shit. I don't think we would have a problem with what we having right now. You know, it wouldn't come off as like, oh, yo, I'm using him, I'm using the word black for being because it's comfortable right now. It's a convenient thing. No, they're doing that because he's saying that because he's black. He believes it. You know, like he talks about his Jamaican culture, but a lot of people didn't even know Tyson Beckford was Jamaican. You know,
that how he just thought that people have become more dependent now on welfare, whether you agree with that or not. It wasn't like, for me, like, unless he's like you said, that guy, like a rapist who ran from you so fast, so funny,
Right.
as he's throwing like white, black, labeling people by skin color, thought he was really cooking there. But, you know, someone like that, I have a problem with more, like someone that's raping people or murdering people or stealing from people.
Shout out
Someone's
to E.
opinions,
Will.
I don't know, I've just never been, you know, and again, I can't speak for it, but I'm mixed, so it's not, you know, like, I don't know, but I don't know. I just
Wake up. What do you mix with, dear?
so my parents, I don't know if you consider it's half Haitian and half Italian.
Half
So Haitian, yeah, and half Italian.
Haitian.
So
Wait, hold on, slow down. Haitian with the H or Asian with an A?
no, Haitian, yeah, with an H.
Okay. So really, so who's Haitian in the family?
My dad.
You got a full Haitian.
I'm sorry.
Your dad is Haitian.
Yes.
Who's Italian?
My mother.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, so I can't speak from someone that's like fully, you know, like. But I'm just saying, like, I just think that someone has different opinions. I don't wish death upon them. I know you don't like him. I know. I heard some things. I know you don't like him. I'm just saying. I just think he's taken a little. To be honest, I think why people are so celebratory, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's for people. It's like the first time they kind of got one on Trump, and I think they're internalizing that. I think it's like the first time someone near Trump took a big loss, because, you know, they tried to do the impeachment, they tried to do the, you know, the hoax thing, the Russian thing, the bank thing. He never fell. He won the election, and I just think people were so excited that someone close to him was killed. I think that was more of why people have been celebrating and so invested in it. You know, if it wasn't someone that Trump knew, I don't think he'd have this much attention on him.
Right. But yeah, but some of Charlie Kirk's views. Do you agree with his views about black?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with them all at all. But I'm just saying I don't think, I'm not a very religious person. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think he should have died over any of his views. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think that's warranted. I just think it's very antisocial behavior to be like celebrating. You could be not bothered by it. Okay, totally. You could be whatever by it, but celebrating it is a little bit.
But yeah, that's the problem. You know, a lot of you Charlie Kirk supporters are talking about nobody should celebrate this, but he would do that. This man just danced on the graves of black people.
Who though? I want to look it up. Can you just who are we speaking about? Like, who died that he was dancing on the graves of? Like, you're saying like George Floyd?
That was one of them. He lied about George Floyd and celebrated George Floyd's death, saying that he died of fentanyl, which was a lie, and that was a lie to try to get the person off.
Mm-hmm.
His whole platform was justifying black people getting killed. He justified every single one at the hands of a white person.
Are you saying like ones that were newsworthy stories?
That's all of the high profile ones, all of the which were many. He justified every single one when it was a white person accused of killing a person. That's not a difference of opinion. That's an ideology, and that's called white supremacy. That's supremacy.
Yeah, see, I thought he was more about like worrying about like Sharia law type of stuff coming to America. I feel like he was not targeting. Man. Yeah.
Nothing to do with anything. Yeah, no. He was all about white supremacy. Now your significant other, you're married to a white man?
No, I'm not married. Not yet. Nope. I like do a million different things at work. I have an animal rescue. I have to actually start dating more and stuff like that. I've been dealing with some health problems. So, but no, I've dated all different. I've dated every race, religion, any type. I'm really more just like a vibe and a person like that. I don't really have like a type or based on looks or anything. Like I said, I'm just, maybe it's because I like.
Do y'all really believe she's a Haitian? I don't believe she's Haitian. Yeah, I don't believe that Haitian. Shout out to Ray Skinner. That was not a lie. George Floyd's crackhead was killed because his. You know what, Skinner? I think when you hear something crazy, I think that's the same thing that happened to Charlie Kirk. I don't think Kirk died from the bullet. I think he died from a fentanyl overdose. And he died in a hospital. You know, he was moving around a lot, man. And I'm just saying, he was moving around a lot. I don't think that bullet killed him, man. I think it was the drugs. You know, he died from an overdose. You know, but let me ask you a question, Ray, because I can see you're part of the white community. When are y'all gonna fix y'all community, man? I think you focus too much on Black Americans and not enough on yourselves. Not enough of your problems. When y'all problems get big, y'all call it an epidemic. Like we all have to go through it because, oh man, the little old white supremacist Jenny with the 4 teeth in her mouth was smoking meth and she died, and we don't know what happened. We don't know why she's smoking meth. But when a black man smokes crack, it's because he's evil. Can't we demonize, Charlie Kirk for all the fentanyl use he was using? I'm just asking the question, you know.
Like I said, it's something I maybe internalized growing up. I just am very anti like judging people by looks. I hate it so much. It drives me crazy. So I'm just.
Have you been to?
You're breaking up a little bit. What'd you say?
Have you been to Haiti?
Yes.
Really? When?
But like very sheltered version though. You know what I mean? Like very. I was young. I don't remember it. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really tell you.
So
like,
when they I say, what do you say?
I'm sorry.
When they say I say, what do they say? What do you say?
Again, you're breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you. Can you say it again?
Sac passe, sac passe.
What about it? What do I say? I was too young to respond.
She's not Haitian.
You don't know what that means, sac passe?
You said, what did I say to them?
She don't know what she's talking about. He died from my heart. It's not the bullet. It's his heart. Niggas is already joking around. Niggas is smoking on that Charlie pack again.
Them.
Okay. You don't know what the term sac passe means.
Yeah, I do. But you said, what did I say to them? And I said that I was too young to talk to people like that. Like I didn't engage with people.
You didn't
I was
engage
like,
with your dad?
I'm sorry?
You didn't engage with your dad? Your dad talk to you?
I was 2 years old when I went. I wasn't going around, walking around speaking to people. Like I said, I only went there once.
But your dad, you said your dad is Haitian.
Yeah, but my dad's family also came from France. Like it was like, then they went back and forth to Haiti. They weren't like really, like that wasn't like the culture I really grew up in. I'm being honest. You know what I mean? It was more of an Italian household that I grew up in.
So your dad wasn't there?
My dad wasn't there? No, my dad was born in America.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't teach you no Haitian term?
I mean, kind of, but not. I don't speak Italian. I don't speak Haitian. I just speak and that's something I hate. I wish my parents did speak both languages to me because.
I'm like, you just made some shit up. You don't sound like you just.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I just told you the truth. If you don't want to believe that I was more raised in an Italian household, that I don't know what you want me to do. Lie about it? Like that was what was more. My grandparents from Italy lived with us. Like that's how I was raised around.
Made up some shit that your dad's folks came from France. That's bullshit.
Yo, Ray didn't like my answer. Yo, Ray, my fault if I scared you, but yeah, my fault if I scared you, man.
They didn't have a house in France and go back and forth?
To Haiti? No.
Why are you like so nasty all of a sudden lately? Like, have a nice night. Like, what? Why would I lie about that? That's so random.
On the lie, man.
Have a nice night, Tariq. I hope you wish you well.
She's getting her ass up out.
No, I'm not. I can barely hear you. You're breaking up. You're telling me that I'm not Haitian enough. Like, because my family was more Italian.
With your little old lying ass. So you got to watch them. All right, you got to watch these people. You got to watch these white supremacists. They try to be slick. they come in here and try to, you know, act cordial and all of that and be lying their asses off. This woman ain't mixed with no damn Haiti. You lied your ass off, ma'am. I just wanted to catch you in your lie. Because you lied about other things. When y'all start acting like you don't know about Charlie Kirk's racism, then you establish that you can't be trusted, ma'am. That's the point. You can't be trusted. That's why I asked you about the Haiti thing, to see if you would elaborate on it. And you don't even know basic shit of Haiti. You would know, so when I say sock by say, you would know the basics of it. If she got the hell out of here. Her ass ain't Haitian. This is a whole hunky. You ain't Haitian, you hunky. And a lying one at that. See, watch these deceptive white supremacists, family. This is a
You sure you're not foolish, Kwame? Oh, yo, Kwame, when's the wedding? You didn't know you didn't, Kwame, because you did the same talking points on me, and I had to basically I had to dissect everything that you said, and you knew everything that you were saying was a fucking lie, Kwame. You know, like you're comparing a freedom. This is what Kwame did. Kwame compared a freedom fighter to a motherfucker who lives in a mud hut with $2 in their pocket. Are you fucking serious, Kwame? You compared a fucking monkey stew eating type of person who lives in mud huts with a spear to a revolutionist, a freedom fighter. How crazy are you, Kwame? Are you? Yeah, you getting some good loving from your boyfriend. I could tell, man. You going crazy, man.
lesson here. They come in trying to play nice and, well, no, I'm mixed. First of all, I can't be a racist because I'm mixed. No, you're not. Just we caught her in a lie. And then she started talking about her family.
Yeah, Kwame's marrying some boy in Atlanta. Yeah, Kwame's getting married. Why y'all? Hey, yo, OC, why you think I've been saying, yo, congratulations to Kwame and his fiance? The fuck? Yeah. Kwame always been into some bussy activities. Why you think he was judging us about women? Real talk. Why you think that nigga was judging us about women? Oh my god. That nigga Kwame
They
crazy.
moved from France to Haiti. Bullshit. That's not how that works. No. She couldn't get her lie straight. Her lie started unraveling. I want y'all to catch that. Hey, God, why are you so hostile to me? I'm gonna go. Get your white ass out of here. Your white lying ass out of here. Come on now.
Yo, I'm gonna be personally honest. The white supremacist hasn't been the same ever since these liberals been popping these niggas. I'm gonna be personally honest. These niggas haven't been, these niggas haven't been on the top ever since these niggas getting popped. You know, we gotta really think about this. Yo, these white liberals been popping these niggas lately, like for the last 8 months. You don't be hearing shit from some conservatives. Them niggas been playing, they been playing the victim card, man. Them niggas got a victimhood mindset. Don't let that, that's why I always be telling niggas all the time, be careful with them liberals and those conservatives because, once you start telling your truth and your point, there's like, oh, look, he's getting aggressive. We always say, he's getting aggressive. I don't like how he talks. Shit like niggas be bugging, man. I don't know.
All right. Who's this person? Dejin Tuna? What kind of name is that? Dejin Tuna. What's up, man?
But yeah, Kwame, I did see
Dejin
that
Tuna,
one. Yeah.
whatever
You
your
did
name.
decent,
Hey,
man. You just need to change your talking points.
What's up, brother? Yes, what's going on? I hear you now.
Doesn't that just mean what's up?
Yeah, but there's a way you got to respond to it, though.
Sapase.
I
Yeah,
remember
when
I used to work at a nightclub in Vegas, and people would say all sorts of crazy shit. And I remember that one.
yeah, there's a certain response you have to give that'll let you know if the person is really Haitian or not. The Haitians know what I'm talking about. Her ass ain't Haitian. She would know that. If her dad was Haitian, she wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. She had no idea what I was talking about. She's full of shit. So what's up with you, brother?
Anyways, I just wanted to chime in because someone was talking about Nicolas Cage earlier, and someone was asking how the movie or whatever the conspiracy was related or whatever. And I just wanted to point out that to obfuscate the searches for that, you would probably want to put Nicolas Cage into some kind of situation like right now. And if you look up Nicolas Cage right
I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Let me go to the next caller. Mueller, hop on in. I don't know what the hell they talking about. Mueller, what's
How y'all doing?
hey,
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
okay, Mueller?
Yeah, Mullah.
Mueller, where you from with that accent?
India.
Nah, I'm from Minnesota. I grew up around a lot of
Somalian.
Somalis.
Where's your family from? Stop playing. Where your family?
I said so, Somali.
There you go.
I
Okay, there you
knew
go.
it.
Yeah, so I just came out here because to respond to Wake Up Chat.
This nigga.
Yeah, you say that. You say Somalia first. But so now what happened now?
I was just trying to respond to that white lady that was up here talking nonsense earlier, talking about why do people hate Charlie Kirk. He came on our campus like a couple of days ago, and his people are really hateful. Like they block streets, chat names, but the media doesn't cover that. You know, I'm wondering why she thinks the COVID pandemic is the reason why people turned all crazy, but her people are crazy. Like if you look at her timeline, she's posting MAGA cults and stuff like that. Like it's really, I don't know, reductive what she's doing. I don't understand that.
Right, right. Okay, Mueller. Thank you so much, Mueller. You
Thank you.
popped up on some shit your damn self. All right. Let me get Let me see. We got a lot of folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. All right. Well, yeah, you got to watch these white supremacists, boy. They're real slick. You got to watch them. All right. Let's get Cook Food Podcast. Let's get Cook Food. All right, Mr. Cook Food, hop on in. Cooked, hop on in, sir. If you can unmute that mic, that'll be absolutely phenomenal. Cook Food. And while we're waiting on Cook to get it together, let's get Dweller in here. Dweller or Dweller? Dweller or Dweller? Hop on in, sir.
Yo, what's good, Tyreek?
I'm good, Dweller. How are you, bro?
Man, I'm good right now. I'm out here in Houston right now for work. I'm from Vegas, though.
Oh, yeah, respect.
Oh, yeah, so I kind of want to touch on like everybody talking about this conspiracy theory BS, you know what I'm saying? With the power of the internet, you could really find out what's really going on. You just gotta look. And recently there was this FBI agent who did an interview, and he basically talked about how he infiltrated a it wasn't the Boogaloo Boys, but they called I think they call it the Nine Angles. Highly satanic, and they believe in something called accelerationism. It's something that Hitler was about, and they don't care if you Democratic, Republican. All they care about is making the shit fall apart. Once it fall apart, then they'll step in. So I have a theory of my own after watching that and just making sense of it all, that maybe that these shooters, you know, they probably into that type of shit to where they're tapping into something like that level of white supremacy is super highly satanic and racist. And I don't know, it's a theory of mine. But yeah, the video's out there. I mean, I encourage people to watch that because he was basically saying like the MAGA white supremacists, they soft as hell compared to what these guys are doing. You feel me?
Right. And then you got some of the Nick Fuentez's and all these people who want to go hardcore with the white supremacy.
I told you, these niggas haven't been the same since these niggas started popping. Niggas was getting popped. Niggas was shooting niggas' little babies and everything. Niggas fucked around, shot the kids. Brought the kids involved. Niggas is just despicable.
You know, they're saying that they're the Charlie Kirk's white supremacy was too soft, and so yeah, they're having little civil wars within the white supremacist circles. So it's very interesting. Joseph, hop in, Joseph.
Hello. I will try to. I'm a French guys. I want to try to talk with you. Not good in English, but when you talk about white supremacy, in French, we are not the same feelings with that. I'm shocking when you are talking about that. We have not the same history in USA and in French, but
But you're saying you don't have the same history?
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, no, that.
Because
Hold on, slow down. Hold on. Can you understand English? Can you understand English, sir?
Because in USA, the the racism.
Are you choking on a
was.
croissant, brother? You okay? Let's spit that croissant.
Yeah, I'm okay. I try to speak English. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Slow down. Okay, slow down. Just slow down. Let's. You take your time. Let me. I just muted you because you over there. You doing the most. All right. You over there coughing. You over there choking on some damn ratatouille or some shit. But listen. Yeah, the French history. It's just as bad. Y'all French. Y'all not gonna wiggle out of shit. Y'all not gonna wiggle out of nothing. Y'all the French. Yeah, they were dominating and mistreating and harming people, especially Haiti. They were brutalizing the people in Haiti. Napoleon was a son of a bitch. He was ruthless and brutal and a racist. Yeah, when he went over there to Egypt, there was Napoleon who blew the damn nose off the Sphinx, I think. I think he was the one who did it, I think. They tried to say some Muslims did it, but I think it was Napoleon's men who blew the damn nose off the Sphinx, if I'm not mistaken. But that Napoleon was a son of a bitch, man. They were over there. They wanted to kill off all the Haitians and bring over a whole new crop of people from Africa. They wanted to commit a whole genocide over there. So yeah, that the French and yeah, some of the shit they were doing in New Orleans. Oh, come on now, y'all forget that the French was over there in New Orleans doing a little weird shit too. All right, but go ahead, Joseph. Tell us about French history.
No, I don't talk about this history. I'm not an expert. Just say when you know you when something.
Man, tell me something. I don't know what you're trying to say. I can't read your mind, brother. If you need to, okay, brother. Let me get your little English classes together, and then you can call back, brother. We can't do an English course right now. You're trying to figure out what you're trying to say, which with respect. Right now you're just not in a position to communicate some of your thoughts the way you need to. And that's okay. I'm not beating up on you, but we are running a live space right now, sir. So go in and make you some French fries or something. Do something French. All right. Until you get that English together. All right, let me get some other people in here. All right. Let's see. And I do not like French food, but when I was over there, I didn't like that food for shit. But I like the people. I liked it. I liked over there. And I had a good time in France. I ain't been there in a long time. I got to get back over there. There's a producer that has a funk music producer named Mofak. He's funky as hell. That's one of my favorite artists. He's a funk producer from France. I think he's Middle Eastern or something, but he lives in France. He's funky as hell. So I rock with France. I rock with France. You know, shout out to France. Our music, our Meek Slide albums sell real good over there in France. So I rock with France. But yeah, ain't no don't come in here and try to rewrite no history though. We ain't gonna do that. No, we're gonna keep that history right and exact. Let's get Brownie in the building. Let's get Brownie in the building. Well, these watch these white supremacist women though. They try to be real slick. They think they so damn slick. I'm still tripping over trying to say, what's up, Brownie?
Hi,
How you doing, Brownie?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm just stopping by to say hi, and he deserved what he got.
Wait, you saying hi and do what? Okay, what the hell did he say? What was that last thing? He sounded very moist and sassy. What did he say? He said he wanted to say hi.
The fuck? Oh.
And is dead. All right. He was sounding real sultry, like he's sitting up in a damn bubble bath or some shit. All right. Let me see. Y'all raise the hands. Let's get those hands up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get knowledge zero in the building. Knowledge zero in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. How are you, knowledge?
I'm good. So I want to talk about the rise of white supremacy and how we got to this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember back in the day, back in like in '09, there was a movie called Soul Plane, and in the movie, the white people were called the crackers. And back in the day, there was a lot of black comedians like Bernie Mac and whatnot make jokes about white people on the stage. So you got to think those kids from the '90s generation, that generation grew up watching that and wondering why is it okay for us to talk about them, but they can't talk about us. I'm not standing up for white supremacy at all. I'm black, but I just wanted to point that out. That's what's going on right now.
Right. Well, the thing is, it was when you talk about white supremacists, you're talking about oppression. You're talking about the deeds of them. When they talk about us, they're talking about us as a damn ethnic group, a racial group. It's like, okay, you just inherently flawed. So that's a whole different thing. They dehumanize us. When they talked about us, they would do blackface minstrels. They would do all of this weird stuff to dehumanize us to justify laws against our asses. You understand? When they talked about Jim Crow started off as kind of a joke. It was a white man imitating a black slave dancing. And white people thought that was hilarious. And then it became very popular of dehumanizing black people, making them seem childlike and ignorant. And they got so comfortable with that joke, quote unquote, they said, you know what, let's get some Jim Crow laws going on. And then they started subjugating all of us in real life. We're not doing that to white people. When they make jokes about white people, you're pointing out oppression. Even the term cracker was an occupation they had. That's not saying that they're inherently an epithet. Cracker was a job. That was the job of a slave overseer to crack the whip on enslaved people who were considered unruly. That was a job title. So when you call somebody a cracker, that's not racial. It's really about their job. It's about the actions. It's about the way they act towards us. You're acting like a cracker towards me, meaning you're acting hostile. You see, so there's a major historic context that has to be acknowledged when you talk about racial jokes. That makes sense?
No, that makes sense. I agree with you. And no, quick question. What's your thoughts on? Could you say? I do believe that Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist, but he with Candace Owens, and I think she's fake. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, she's not of our culture. They mess with her because she's a non-FBA. She's Caribbean. She identifies with Caribbean. And many of them, these non-FBAs, and that's been our argument. The quote black people who these white supremacists like buddying up with are actually people who are non-FBAs, people who've been psychologically and mentally defeated by the white supremacists to the point where they had to flee their homeland, and then they bring their psychological drama and baggage over here so they can undermine us. That's why we've delineated and we've neutralized a lot of the impact of these people who get around these white supremacists lending their melanin, because that's the job of these tethers. They get around the white supremacists and they do just what you did. Well, Nick Fuentes, if he's racist, how come he's so cool with Candace Owens? Because she's a non-FBA tether who's been psychologically broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're broken and you're down to throw other black people under the bus, you're a useful tool. But even Nick said, hey, he's tired of the sellouts and Sambos. He said he don't want to deal with them no more. He wants some of that old school white supremacy. You see, that's why they're kind of tossing some of the Candace Owens and people like that to the curb, because you can't run around and feel supreme and you can't really say what you want to say. You got to pay black people to say it for you, and that's a finesse. They know.
All right, I'm gonna end it right here. I want to say this. It was a super dope, interesting conversations that I had with y'all today. It went in from. So the reason why I'm gonna say this, the reason why I went backwards to forwards, where I said, why is the Tethers immigrant coons hiding white hate, white on white crime, you know? But let me tell you something. That's how Indian people are. Indian people are more racist than white people. So it's not surprised. I'm not surprised. He probably did that. Like, come on, niggas be talking about this Mahatma Gandhi and shit all we want, but Mahatma Gandhi was a racist. Mahatma Gandhi didn't like black people, nor did he like the Africans. So I'm not surprised with this. What's his name? Cash, was it Pentel? Did because he's a fucking racist. He's an overgrown pygmy. That's all he was. And unqualified for his fucking job. Talk about fucking DEI, so it's. What do you expect? But the reason why I went backwards to forwards, to see what type of people that we are working with and how this can be easy. If we went from front from back, where we talk about white on white crime and stuff like that, we already know about white on white crime. We already know what's going on with this white on white crime stuff. Now the question is, so the conversation that we need to be having is, why is these people doing it? Why these people are turning on their supposedly own people? And it's not like, oh yeah, because of FBA. No, this shit started way before FBA was even a thing or lineage. This is what way before we started our lineage, you know? And the thing about it, a lot of these Africans, these immigrant Democrats, not Democrats, I'm sorry, these Caribbeans and these Latinos, they have this type of disdain for us. They can't even give us no fucking credit for doing anything, you know? But this is why I did what I did. We went backwards. Then once we seen the real problem, this is where we can start pointing it. They can't fix the shit. I'm gonna be personally honest, I don't think white supremacy can fix white on white crime. First of all, they're not gonna put their people in jail. I don't even see that happening. Second, I don't even see them trying to correct the problem. I think they're gonna blame everybody except themselves and their people. So what you expect is gonna happen, So I want to start giving my thanks. Thanks to who's it? Acting bad. Who's it? Shout out to Spence49. Shout out to Bet Active. Shout out to E Will. Hustle Network. DJ X1, salute. Rando Double R, salute. Kwame, Shabaka. And that's it. And if I forgot you, I apologize, but shout out to you anyways. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you a little bit